Hello, Internet, and welcome to Saturday night's Thunderball. Okay, I wait just to see if that comes through or not. Thanks for joining us here today, everyone. I realized just like right before we got started, that I didn't have the Twitch chat up, so I'm just pulling that up real quick. We are here for some more D&D 5th edition fun. I'm gonna breeze through our announcements real quick because we got a lot to get through today, and I want to use as much time as possible. So announcements for stuff coming on or going on over the next week. We have our next stream after this one tomorrow at 4 o'clock Eastern time, The Pursuit of the Black Kestrel. We are in our penultimate episode of it. A lot of exciting stuff happening. They have found the Black Kestrel, currently searching through a cave. There are dragons. It's a lot of fun. So come check it out. We will on Tuesday have our next session of Eos, which is the other 5th edition campaign that Barry is running. We are currently in that one exploring a spooky house. So come and hang out with us at 7 o'clock Eastern time for that. Thursday of this week, to break up the D&D, we will have our first official session of Elegant Suffering, our Good Society campaign being run by our very own Greek Sid. You might have seen her on Slang 101 on every other Sunday. We will be I don't know what's gonna be happening in that one because we haven't started yet, but we're all playing fancy pants, Regency era, gentlemen and ladies and such, and we are very excited for that. If you haven't checked out our session 0, kind of our setup for that, we did that 2 Thursdays ago, so you can check out the VOD or the YouTube video there if you follow the links below our faces. And then on as far as our GGK schedule, the next stream after that will be Saturday nights. Next Saturday we'll be back. However, if you want to see more of our faces, this Friday over on Encounter Roleplay, Savannah is going to be running the very first session of her new mass campaign over there, called Heroes Next Door. I'm going to be playing in it, and so is LB Hackemup, also on Sundays from Slang 101, who we're going to be playing some teenage superheroes. It's a really fun campaign, or it's a really fun game. I'm sure the campaign will be great too. It's going to be a 6 session run every Friday at 3 o'clock Eastern time. So come watch. Have I missed anything? Is that it? Good. I got through that pretty quick. Okay, let's get back into the action. Last time on Saturday night's Thunderball, the Grey Coast Griffins, your team, won their match against the Nelsry Typhoons in the qualifying round for the Grand Thunderball Invitational Tournament. You won the match 3-1 using with the final point being scored by Treppy with a clever use of the darkness spell and their ability to just ignore it. The other team was very thoroughly crushed by yours, and in those last moments in celebration in this underwater stadium, you claimed your ticket to the semifinal round, the first round of the Thunderball, or the quarterfinal round, not semifinal, quarterfinal round of the tournament. So we are going to sort of accelerate things a little bit because we want to get into the next match today. We're going to get through our interlude stuff as quickly as possible here and get back in the action. So your team heads back into the locker rooms, soaking wet. Ace looking really terrifying when they are outside of the water. Just this ratty little looking bird skeleton. The rest of you take your moments to celebrate, congratulate each other, your winnings. All of you receive 1,000 gold pieces for your winnings and 50 additional for any of you that have sponsors. And then any of you that bet money, which I think was a couple, talked about what you got back from that, so you get your winnings too. And during that celebration, unless there's anything anybody wanted to do or say, just a lot of high-fiving. Go teams. Boy, it's cold here. You head home. The journey back to Grey Coast is much the same as it was on the way there. You reach the surface. This bizarre, this little small town on the edge of the lake here, or the sea here, I should say, where there are tons of fans and Bolivar, Thunderball enthusiasts there to cheer on your team and their recent victory as you set up and gear up for your long journey home. You are advised during your travels that the new rankings, once they drop after all the other matches have concluded, and I will go and tell you guys where things currently stand. So there were only 2 matches that were going on during this week, the 2 qualifying matches between your team and the Typhoons, and the Never-Tide Nightmares and the Hungerlong Cobras. 2 teams that you faced, 2 teams that you have wildly different opinions of. The Nightmares were actually able to defeat the Cobras in their match and have also qualified for the first round of play against the Thundering Herd. You are now currently ranked number 7 in the Thunderball rankings, climbing up from your number actually, I think you were number 8 or 9 before, so you haven't gone up too far in the rankings. You were 8 before, yeah. So you have climbed up from your number 8 spot to your number 7, seated just above the Nightmares, but currently standing at near the bottom of the tournament rankings. And you're set to take on the Sorenlar Black Tigers, who sit at number 3. So the journey home is largely uneventful, other than some congratulations that you received along the way from various fans and various small towns and villages that you pass through, until once more you return to your quaint little home on the edge of the Bolivar coastline, on the cliffs of Grey Coast. So, downtime stuff. You have the next 2 weeks to train, to shop, to do whatever it is that you want to do. I assume those of you that have been working on like proficiency skill trainings, is anyone working on something? Who's working on just becoming proficient in a skill, or is everyone working on becoming an expert in a
Would
skill?
it be possible to start working to become proficient in a saving throw, or would that be too much?
Trying to think how I would.
Because I mean, normally you have to
that.
take like resilience.
Yeah, I would say I would allow that with a check.
Okay. Because I want to try and become proficient in Constitution saving throws.
Yeah, I'll allow that. And anyone else that wants to do that too. So let's do. So nobody's working on becoming proficient in anything that doesn't require rolling. So expertise training. Savannah, I know you're doing your strength training. You're doing athletics, right?
Athletics, yeah.
Ursa also doing athletics. So the 2 of you can make your checks.
Get buff, lifting buddies.
Make your athletics checks to see if you improve.
All right.
I rolled a 28.
That's
dang. 26.
Yeah.
That's enough. Okay, so you both increase 1. Have your guys' proficiency bonuses gone up since hitting level 10? Everyone's level 10 now, by the way.
Or I guess, when did it go up to 4?
At 9, I think.
It was at 9.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's 4 now.
I for everyone watching, I bumped them up just the last 2 levels. So everyone went from level 8 to level 10 now, and will be level 10 throughout the entire tournament. You both increase your bonus. So are you at 3 now? 2 now?
I'm at
2.
2 and 3. Okay. So 1 more for Ursa, and you'll be fully proficient. 2 more for or fully expert. 2 more for Savannah. You'll be fully an expert. Was Stranger working on something too? I felt like you were.
No, I think last time I actually made it proficient like in athletics. So I think I might do what Treffy is doing and try to become proficient in like con saves.
Okay.
I think I'll join them as well. I can't think of anything else Tugless would be doing other than that.
Okay. So the two of you will need to make, I will just have you make Constitution saves as they currently stand. So just roll plus your con modifier. You're also doing, wait, Tugless, are you doing Constitution? I completely like zoned out. Or was there something else that you were,
yeah. I can't think of anything else to do other than that.
Okay. It's a useful one to have. So the three of you just roll plus your Constitution modifier. The DC is going to be 10 plus half your level, so 15 to gain proficiency in it.
I'm trying to picture what this training looks like.
Just lots of...
They're just holding their breath for a really long time.
Truffy's just
holding their breath, eating poison.
Throwing rocks at each other.
Building up an immunity to iocane powder.
That was about
Truffy's having Ace punch him in the stomach a bunch while he flexes his core.
No, that's
there
how
we go.
He died.
I only got 7, so no good
also
for
got
me.
a dirty 20.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
20 buddies.
dirty 20 buddies. So the two of you, Stranger and Treffy, succeed. You can gain a +1 to your save modifier for Constitution saves. Unfortunately, Tugless, you do not take to this training as well as the other two do. But I like the description of a series of like endurance training. Like you're going for very long runs at Coach Yuri's request, and like very short breaks in between, trying to build up your anaerobic. Is that right? Anaerobic conditioning. So
I'm probably helping.
Yeah. Well, that would make sense too. So with Alessa's guidance,
Chasing you around the beach for hours at a time.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
She can just kind of run forever.
Chasing you around.
My
It's probably
sheet is-
terrifying.
She is not updated, so I think I'm gonna have to try and refresh.
Okay. Who? Anyone else? Was Ace doing anything?
I spoke to you earlier. He would have gone and found a little sorcerer friend to work on changing one of his meta magic options to quickened.
Yeah, we agreed that
subtle,
you could
so he's faster.
you could drop subtle your subtle spell casting to quicken spell casting. So that
he would have disappeared for at least a week and come back with a bow he didn't have before.
Yeah, because you multi-classed, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Came fired up
So-
just to work on his speed some more. He's just been trying to get faster. That and
Awesome.
he keeps running out of spells, so he needs something else.
Cool. Was there anything else anyone wanted to do?
We just go shopping.
Okay. So shopping. I know we've talked about some of this. Who's buying something? You have all received, I think within the first couple days, you receive lovely little letters from that have the seal of Arcanums emblazoned across them in very gaudy font. The letters themselves are like the envelopes are dyed like this deep bluish purple, and these golden stamps on it. And you open it up, and you all receive vouchers based because you're qualifying for the tournament, and Arcanum is going to have their goods prominently displayed. You receive 50% off vouchers for one item of your choice in Arcanum stock, which you can use at any time during the tournament. So some of you, I think, have decided to go ahead and use these. Some of you are saving them. Who's buying something? Alessa, will you go first?
I bought an Iron Stone of Fortitude.
Okay.
So my Constitution is now a 20, which means my AC goes up and my hit points go up.
Nice.
I have this little pink stone floating around my head.
All right. And similarly, I think Douglas bought something on the same aisle.
Yes, I bought the Ion Stone of Insight, so it gives me a +2 to Wisdom. So now I'm at 20 Wisdom, and so I can do the big spells.
Yeah.
Me and Tuglas are just like looking at the shiny rocks.
Yeah, we're just kind of staring at our shiny rocks, just spinning around our heads.
Yeah. I like the idea that two of you are on the same aisle, and like you had picked up, like Alessa had picked up the wisdom one, and you had picked up the other one. You were like, I don't know about this, and you look at the other person has, and you go, oh, I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we high
cool.
five.
Yeah.
And freeze frame.
Freeze frame. God, we spend too much time together. So the two of you buy those. Stranger, you also bought something?
Yes, I'm going to buy a +1 longbow. I'm not going to use my voucher though.
Okay, saving your voucher, but +1 longbow for full price. All right, buy a sick ass longbow to your customization, your however you want it to look. You want a fiberglass longbow? We can probably make that work.
Oh, I
They
have
have
to think about
fiberglass
this.
in D&D.
In this universe, there's sports.
That's
in this
all
universe.
adamantine is, actually.
It's just
fiberglass.
It's a very plain looking longbow.
Okay.
Can you guys imagine
with somebody
Stranger
else-
with just like a big fuck off like compound bow? Like
In
Heck
giant
yeah.
forms, just like go away. Just back up.
Did somebody else raise their hand that they're buying something?
Little
Yeah.
bird friend bought an oath bow because he always seems to target one particular enemy as his arch enemy, so may as well have something that can officialize that. for the
Okay.
week.
Cool. You buy your oath bow, and I assume the other stuff that you need to use a bow, like arrows and a quiver.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining Ace buying a bow but no arrows and just going up to somebody and hitting them with it.
It'll be like, hey, stranger, you got any more of those arrows?
Can I bum an arrow off you?
We'll just steal it from the kids trying to shoot him. He'll just catch him and be like, one, come on.
Okay. Was there anything else? Rest of you saving your.
we had talked about the
Uh,
possibility of a shield you could wear on your arm.
Yeah. Who was talking? Was that yeah. So
Like an
Ace, you were
archer's
also
buckler?
wanting to like, because you had a shield before. You know you're not gonna be able to use it with the bow. But you were talking about getting like a buckler or something, like an archer's buckler that you could put on your bow arm, still gain some sort of AC bonus. I said I'm a huge fan of that because I like custom items. So you can buy that if you would like. Same cost as same cost as a shield would be. So you can trade in your old one for like half the price and then pay for the other half of it.
So I could get rid of my 2 daggers and my light crossbow. I'll keep 1
Sure.
dagger.
Yeah,
much
you
is
can
a
sell
I
that
always
stuff.
need a dagger to pull on someone. Always gotta be ready.
So you can buy that easily. It's a +1. It's a 1 AC bonus versus the typical 2 AC bonus for a shield. So your AC will go down slightly, but
Yeah.
not a lot.
How much is a shield?
I think it's like 10, 50, 50,
I don't know.
50.
50 was for a normal longbow. I don't know.
I thought it was
Let me
like
double check.
I thought it was like 10 or something.
Is that
but it's not
something-
a lot.
That is too small for me to feasibly use. Or could I also have one?
Yeah, if you do you want to
That
buy
was
the
my idea.
buckler too?
It's
Yeah,
10.
sure. You could do.
It's
10.
10? Fuck yeah.
Yeah, you buy that for that extra 1 AC bonus.
AC 18.
Same, friend. Animals unite.
All right. Anything else? Okay. If you think of something, let me know. I got a couple things that happened during the week that I want to go through. So during your 2 weeks in Gray Coast, a few things happened. It's actually pretty busy in town. One, crowds of people on their way to Sornlar for the next match stop through Grey Coast to support your team and to cheer you on. There's like tourism in Grey Coast is a thing, which it hasn't been for a long time. The inns are packed. The tavern, well, I say inns. The inn is packed. The tavern is just crawling with tourists and fans and all sorts of people here to see what Grey Coast is all about, considering this up and coming team has caused so much noise in this season. I think it's hard for most of you to find time to yourself during these 2 weeks unless you get out of town and get out and do something else. If you are in town, there are just people everywhere and they recognize you pretty easily. How do you guys react to that?
Truffy tries to do some proselytizing for the good word of Elmo. Tries to show people like, here's my vegetable garden, we're growing kelp! And just the little hodgepodge shrines he's set up around town, because there's definitely more than one that he set up. It's like, this spot needs a shrine, this spot needs a shrine.
You hold your Sunday service for the good name of Elmo, where you teach people the ABCs, and yeah.
Each
Perfect.
week's a different number and letter.
What else? How does everybody else react to all the attention?
I think Tuglas at first is like kind of hesitant about like all the attention, but then just like totally just like buys into it and just lives it up. And I think like fans are like he goes to the tavern and I think like people buy him drinks and he's like, oh, okay. The fame gets a little bit to his head and somebody like asked him like how do you do that like spirit guardian thing? And you know, they go out back and they shoot bottles off of like a fence post or something, but using spirit guardians because why not?
Little like fairies like shooting their lasers.
Just kind of just being rowdy, around town a little bit, but not like extreme.
Okay. I like it. I dig it. The like single town guard that you have there is just like keeping an eye on Tuglas after one of the fence posts gets destroyed during your training. Yeah.
Like we were like, and then started to get to the point where like people were like, shoot it off the top of my head after like several tankards of meat or something. And the guard's like, no, please don't.
Perfect. I love it. Who else?
I think that Stranger is probably kind of opposite of Tuglas. Like initially was like waving and like being kind and like talking to people, and then eventually like she just wants some time alone, so she just like disappears and is like off in a forest somewhere for the rest of the time.
That feels appropriate. Everyone around town just being like, where did Stranger go?
Stranger just turns into a tree.
Wait. She'll use her disguised self to like walk through town like as like a human.
Does she tell any of us? Do any of us know who this random human is?
No.
Okay.
I was gonna ask if this human just looks like a smaller, like human version of Stranger, and it's just like it's just enough that people like are doing double takes, like
wait,
who is that person?
You look just like.
Like,
Oh, man,
hello,
cosplay is
fellow
happening
human.
already.
I am also a human.
I am cosplaying as Stranger.
That's awesome. What about who? Alessa or so?
Oh yeah, I think Alessa's chill about it. Like, cause she like in games, I think she's like a little bit of a showman, but she's just like generally chill because I think she's used to people approaching her randomly to talk to her about what she does because she's a centaur and also she wears the patches from when she was in the military. So I think she's used to people coming up to her and saying random things. So she just kind of goes with it.
Okay.
She's nice.
Yeah.
She's nice about it.
I mean, there's a lot of kids being like, you know, wanting to be like run around with you and stuff, and
I think
they see
she's
how fast you are.
Yeah,
and,
I think she's way more like. I think she cuts the kids a lot more slack. I think she's chill with like adults, but like if the kids want to like run around and play and like do all that stuff, like she would do that.
Yeah.
That's more her speed. They're more on her level of intelligence, so I think she gets along with the kids.
Perfect.
Aw.
And I imagine you guys maybe hold some like more of those training.
Yeah.
camps
Yes.
too
That's my
throughout the
favorite.
week.
Yeah, so I was gonna say we should do more of those trainings.
He was outside staging random Thunderball matches, pretending to be a
Yeah.
monster.
Be the
what
art-
about Ursa and Ace?
Ursa probably gets a little rowdy with Douglas as well. But yeah, it's just like just excited about getting this like attention that they're doing well. Probably writes to her friend Victor and is like, "Hey, so we're doing real great."
Yeah, that's actually perfect because I was actually gonna say that I think Victor would write you too, that you'd get so maybe you send a letter to him
Yeah.
and you get one back.
Mhm.
I don't have anything written out, but I think it would be generally like, heard about your match, like that was pretty impressive. Starting to get a little bit nervous over here. We'll see how the
Yeah, you better.
how the Griffins do against the Tigers in their next match. But hopefully we'll see you in the championship.
Exactly.
Perfect. Ace, anything else besides terrorizing the town?
He thinks he's terrorizing because there's a dragon and there's invaders, but everyone else just probably think, oh, Ace is like showing off and doing magic spells. He just looks cute, but he thinks he's terrifying. It's like, why aren't they running? It's like pointing at me. And now the guard has someone else to watch instead of Ace, so he can get away with a little bit more.
I'm imagining they think it's like a stage persona that you're putting off, like, oh, it's a terrifying, like they all kind of like pretend to go, like as he comes fast.
Serious, run!
And then there's like applause and stuff as you fly away. They're very entertained by it.
That's probably why he went to go train somewhere else for the week. There's too many people.
Yeah, and Coach Yuri throughout the week, despite like, especially those of you like Douglas and Ursa, they're like playing into it a little bit more. He does continue to remind, like, focus. He's very diligent about making sure you still show up for your practices. He keeps the people, the fans off the beach. Like they're not allowed anywhere. They're not allowed at your practices. A lot of them stay up on the cliffs and like watch from a distance. But he chases them off in a heartbeat if they are down there for your trainings. He's very focused on making sure that you are prepared for this next round.
And also spies.
Yeah, and also spies too.
Like that one person that looks like
so yeah, that's pretty much yeah. The only two things other than that out of the ordinary that happened during that week, Lord and Lady DeWitt come back for another visit to the town to congratulate you on your wins. They also make a couple of announcements that they are in the process of securing sponsorships for the next Thunderball season with the help of your promoter, Mr. Tross. You are in talks with Arcanums about having them open a store in Grey Coast and some other smaller sponsorships that would hopefully come out of it. And their ultimate goal they're negotiating is that if the Grey Coast Griffins are able to win the championship, that they will be able to negotiate to have a stadium constructed in Grey Coast for the next season. Obviously, that is very exciting to a lot of the townsfolk. It means more business, more growth for the town. But obviously, for all of you, it means that there would be a stadium for you. So that is a lot of the hubbub during the week. You guys can decide your own reactions to that, or if there are any questions that you might have for them. But most of it is up in the air right now. They're saying it's a lot of just preliminary talking to see how the tournament shakes out. Either way, there will be a lot of benefits for the town, just from your current placement in the rankings and in the tournament. but if you're able to win, there could be some amazing payouts as well. The other interesting thing that happens is you get a visit from some old friends who I already mentioned. A few members of the Nevertide Nightmares, Atra, ASCII, and Rafoa all show up to say hi on their way back to Callrock to Nevertide to prepare for their next match against the Herd. I think it's while you are training, you hear some voices calling down from the cliffside, and you just look up and you can see the familiar visages of these players. Atra, the Goliath, with her kind of flamboyant pirate-like garb. ASCII, the person you almost murdered several times, and the small halfling Rafoa as they come down the cliffs. And Atra says, "Wasn't sure if we'd find you here.
What else would you find
Congratulations on
us?
your win." Well, I figured you'd be out celebrating and drinking for 2 weeks.
I am. I'm drunk
they
right
come-
now.
That's why we practice
I
so
mean,
early.
we've done a lot.
They come
Oh.
charging up and like handshakes and hugs or whoever, like fist bumps, things like that. And Asher says, "We didn't get to see your match, obviously, because we were a tad busy, but heard that went pretty well."
It was exciting.
Yeah, we heard you did well too.
The Cobras were a bit softened up, I think, from their last match, hadn't fully recovered. We took advantage of that a bit, I think. They put up quite a fight. We didn't fare as well as you did against them, so I don't think I like our odds for the tournament. How about all of you? How was your bout in Nelsory?
It was something.
It was.
It was
Thread.
wet.
They're a big fan of tentacles down there.
Hmm.
Phrasing, Treffy. Phrasing.
You know, I'd heard rumors about the Triton, but I didn't know that was interesting. All right. Well, I'm glad to see you all made it back. All right. Who's your next match against?
Black tigers.
Renlar.
Ah,
Number 3.
we played against the Tigers. I don't know where this accent is going.
Oh, then
we
join me.
it went a little Dracula there for a second. It's very confusing.
Coastal air, it does that to people.
You gotta stop it, because once you go Dracula, you can't do anything
Can't
else.
stop. Everyone will be Dracula for the rest of the session.
Is Thunderball just a vampire scheme?
Yeah. She says, we played against the Tigers that was 2 seasons ago, right? And a few of them, Rafoa gives a nod and says, yeah, I think it was, 2 years ago. Oof, they put the hurt on us pretty good. I'm sure you guys will be fine, though. I mean, you stomped us pretty good in our match, so.
That's the hope. Gonna go in there with our stomping boots on.
All 4 of them.
You can't stomp the ground though now, Alessi. You're like
Yes, I
limited
can.
now
Stop
on it
saying
in the
that.
ground.
Just.
It's like when you hold up a dog and you're going along something and they just keep.
Just paddling.
Listen, you call some of those Triton players, they'll tell you otherwise. I distinctly remember stomping on a couple of people.
Is there more than just 3 of them now? Like, have they recruited more people?
Do you want to ask?
Yeah.
I think they have more on the team. It's just these 3 are the only ones who came
Yeah,
to
aren't
visit.
they the ones with that monk that hate us because of Ace?
Oh, aha.
No, that's the second team we versed.
Oh, yeah.
This team.
Oh, no,
has
yeah,
that
Aha was the
poor
fighter,
person
yeah.
Who just kept getting hit.
You're thinking of
Poor
Bruca
Astrid.
from
That's
the
who I'm thinking of.
from the Reef Hunters.
This is,
Yeah,
this
no,
is like the one team that doesn't hate Ace.
I love them.
yeah. This one was the one with ASCII, who is there right now.
Yeah, who just
human
kept
with
dying.
like shorter blonde hair. She's the bard that you just like.
I remember her.
her. Yeah. No, the only person that you remember that's not there right now is Aha, who's the fighter. She's not with them currently. But yeah, the other three, if you ask, ASCII does say, yeah, we recruited a couple more after, made it very clear that our current roster wasn't going to be good enough.
Nice.
So yeah, we have a few more members, round things out. I think it's made us a little more competitive.
New players or?
I mean, players from, they had experience from other smaller teams. No one like noteworthy though.
I'm sure they will become so.
Atra gives her a slap on the back with a hearty Goliath hand, says, well, we better be moving on. We only have a few more days to make it to Colrock before our training begins. So best of luck to you in your qualifier.
Good luck to you too.
Better win so I can destroy you in the final.
We'll see.
Now I'm
You
gonna
have a few.
throw a little
You have a
eyeball-
hard road ahead of you.
That would be a
eyeball in the air
rematch.
while looking at the poor person we destroyed the first.
Pointed at
ASCII just smiles and gives you a wink and says, "We'll see how that fares for you." And they, the three of them, head off.
ASCII's gonna be his target of oath bow if they verse.
Jeez. So mean.
I'm glad they're doing well.
Okay, so looking at the tournament bracket, they would have to make it to the finals for us to fight them.
Yeah, they're on the opposite
Oh.
side of the standing. They would have
Okay.
to either they'll go up against the herd, and then they will either face Karat or Duglan, depending on who the winner of that match is going to be.
That would be a good little conclusion to the tournament. The first team we destroy them again in the end.
That would be a
Unless
rematch.
they're the Mighty Ducks and we're the bad people,
No, no.
and we'll lose.
Oh, yeah, you're not the Mighty Ducks in this situation, buddy.
I'm okay with that.
We're on the same
All
page.
right.
Ursa,
Any-
look in your book. Where are the Thundering Herd ranked?
That is a good question. Let me pull out not the handbook. What's it called? The special book.
The Silver Linings.
The official Thunderball guidebook.
Yes. Yeah, Silver Linings Playbook is another.
Yeah, that was. the
I
one
was
that
making
requires-
a joke. I was making a joke, and then I realized that was an actual item. That you
That's
put
an
in there.
actual item that I made. I
I
don't
was
know
like,
if anyone
wait.
bought that. I don't remember if anyone actually bought that
No,
one.
We
because it needs
considered it.
intelligence.
Oh,
right.
that's right. I remember talking about that now.
It's the book for smart
Not
people, and we have none.
Yeah. The Thundering Herd is currently ranked 4th.
Oh, okay. What about our friends?
I think they're eighth.
They're
They're 8.
they're 8th. Yeah. Currently right below you guys.
I'm so proud of them.
They better win.
I really want them to do well.
Yeah.
If we don't make
Yeah.
it to the final, then they should win.
Yeah, we'll see. They're in the
Yeah,
higher
Sean.
seeded bracket because they're gonna have to go up against Karat. So
Not if Karat loses, or have you already determined Karat's gonna win?
I haven't determined Karat's gonna win, but the odds are highly in their favor. You guys don't know this, but throughout the week, I just play out every Thunderball match by
Just
myself
by yourself.
Ah, yes.
against two
You
teams going
vampire.
against each other. Yeah, it's a long process.
How do you determine who wins the other games? Do you just
Correct.
decide?
Complex series of mathematical equations.
Do you flip a
and
coin?
rolls. No, I don't flip a coin. God, I'm not gonna lose such a coin toss.
No, he just decides. It's like,
No, I just decide who
You
wins.
just decide.
otherwise, this would be more interesting.
Well, now everyone
Yeah, when you-
knows that if
for
our
the-
best friends lose, it's just because you decided to.
He hasn't
I
done
decided
Aha!
that voice,
A
He hasn't
trap.
done that voice.
I have laid a trap for you. You've
All right.
activated my trap card.
Got
I'm
him.
sorry.
So, anything else throughout the 2 weeks before we move on to the next match? All right, you guys already asked. I think we did off stream last time. You've already asked your questions about the other team to gauge their stats to help you in your preparations. Yeah, there was a lot of notes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're not a charismatic team.
That's good.
Not super great at wisdom either. Yeah, only one of them has wisdom greater than 16.
Oh,
They have
cool,
two
good.
wizards.
Yeah,
Yeah, I just reposted it to make it easier to get to
yeah.
on Discord.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the name's now Luigi, not Luigi.
Yeah, we did decide. So the name was Luigi,
Luigi.
Lugi. Everyone kept calling them Luigi, so I changed the name to Luigi. So there's now a wizard named Luigi on the other team. We'll see how that goes.
It's a lady
You did-
too, right? A lady Luigi?
Yeah,
She still got a big mustache, or
no. She's
Do
actually
it.
That would be
bald.
cool.
Do it, coward.
come on.
What's the
Let women
accent,
have facial
Sean?
hair.
What's
I
the
can't-
accent?
I didn't make the art.
Wait, where is it? I got a minute. Let me see.
It's me, Luigi. I'm here to play a Thunderball. Okay, ready?
There's a game in here somewhere, but
Come on, Green Mario, calm down.
All right. So the next week or so passes without any more issues. And finally, in the last few days leading up to your match, you pack up, load up in your wagon, your bus, and trek on over to Sorenlar. It's a pretty easy journey from here to Sorenlar. It's mostly covering the travel covering the plains that stretch across most of Balavar. But after 2 days of travel, you arrive in town. I'm going to change up the music, get us in our hype music. Sorenlar itself is a rather unimpressive city in its construction or its shape, but what it lacks in permanent fixtures, it makes up for the sheer size, the land mass that it stretches over. It's a large open city, very low perimeter wall, forcing it just enough to keep out any sort of encroaching horsebacked army. Based on its history, it's almost indistinguishable from the plains the city resides among, spread out over miles and miles of the Balavar countryside. Large spaces between buildings for caravans to move through. You almost don't even realize once you're in the city, except for the fact that at the center, the largest structure by far in Sorenlar is the stadium. A grand construct sits as the largest structure of the city's profile. Built from solid stone, the stadium is divided into two open halves, almost like two amphitheaters, like shells of a mollusk cracked open in the noonday sun. The halves of the stadium are divided by a rocky Thunderball field that you can see upon your approach, which is elevated from the ground. Two broken plateaus with a fissure running between them. The stadium is packed on the day of the bout. Hundreds of rows of fans eagerly awaiting the day's match. One side black and silver, the other gray and gold. So, it is the day of the match. You are preparing in your what's the word? Locker room. Coach Yuri is a ball of nerves, as he always is the day of any match. He is currently pacing around the locker room, frantically drawing plays on the board, giving last-minute sort of instructions to each of you, going over, have you prepared for this? Do you have this? Like, if this happens, try this time. Like, it is like going into a lot of like minute detail and preparing you for this, the most pivotal match of any of your careers. And as he finishes up and you receive the call at the door that the game is about to begin, you need to make your way out to the stadium. He looks over all of you and he says, All right. So, I don't have anything prepared to say again today. I don't want to jinx us like that, but we've made it here. The tournament. It's been 15 years since I've been involved in any way in something like this. I could not have guessed that we'd be here today a few months back when the season started. I'm impressed by all of you, the work you've put in here. You've come a long way, and you're the best team in this tournament by far, no doubt. If things go our way today, we'll move on to the next one, same as always. If not, just know you did your best. All right. Griffin's on 3. Puts his hand in.
2, 3.
Griffins.
1, 2 Griffins. 1, 2, 3 Griffins.
He just smacks you on the back and says, "Let's
Next
go."
time.
And he goes jogging out of the locker room.
I'm
All of
assuming
you
we're
behind.
all starting from the get-go this time, Coach. We're not just going to hinder ourselves by benching someone for a round. Or the rest
says-
of us almost die.
We'll see how the game turns out and if everyone shows up for the next session. All right, let's go. And goes charging out from the locker room. As he does, you hear the stadium around you vibrating, the stonework itself carrying the reverberations of the crowd through it, the intensity building in the air. You hear music coming in from the amphitheater, the stadium, and just as you enter, you hear the booming voice of Kirk Storm. Good evening, Thunderball fans, and welcome to the 38th Grand Thunderball Invitational Tournament. And the crowd begins to cheer at this. Obviously very hyped up for this event. I'm Kirk Storm, and I'm honored to be your host for this grand affair. 8 teams from all over Balabar have qualified for this once-in-a-lifetime matchup. And we will be kicking off the action today with a match that's been on everyone's minds. The Grey Coast Griffins are set and ready to take on the Sorenlar Black Tigers. The Griffins are a team on everyone's minds right now, true underdogs who have risen from obscurity to a top 10 position in the Balabar rankings. And
I'm sorry, but I was
it's okay. To a top 10 position in the Balabar rankings and qualifying for the first time in team history for the grand tournament. The Griffins have demonstrated absolute dominance in their last few matches, shutting out the Hungerlong Cobras and taking an impressive victory over the Nelsri Typhoons. Their aggressive style and clever tactics show them to be a force to be reckoned with, and they are certainly in the sights of every team in this tournament. Today, they are slotted to take on the Sorenlar Black Tigers. The Tigers are an unpredictable team. Their strange and unconventional tactics producing soaring highs and crushing lows for longtime fans of this squad. Under the leadership of their new team captain, Inkoa, the Tigers have reined in their wild side and seem to have a firm grasp on the strengths coming into this tournament. Tigers and Griffins are set to clash shortly in a matchup that is certainly not one you're wanting to miss. But first, a word from our sponsors.
Arcanum Sports Emporium is the official sponsor of the Balabar Thunderball League. Arcanums, where champions are forged.
All right. As the announcement ends, you enter the stadium as these arcane sparks begin to shoot up from either side. Fanfare crowd cheering as behind you rows and rows of newly christened Grey Coast Griffin fans come cheering to life as you enter the stadium. Only slightly outdone by the yells and cheers of the Sorenlar Black Tigers fans as their team enters. So before we get started, a couple of things that we should probably work out. you are so deciding your positions. Also, I forgot to do betting beforehand, so let's just like take a step back and do that real quick. If anyone wants to place bets, your current odds or the current odds of this match are oh god, I forgot what I wrote down.
Is it worse than 1-1?
It is your odds of winning are less in this match. Is a tougher matchup. Currently, they are 3-1 against.
Oh, dang.
I spent all my money.
Same. Like, I'm broke, but
Yeah.
dang.
That's why I don't announce the over under until
Yeah.
until game time.
I'm just wondering how much Truffy's gonna bet. Because
Because
I'm assuming the economy's still broken enough that if he holds onto 100 gold, he can take care of his family for a good long while.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna bet 1,200 gold.
Okay.
Damn, Treasure.
Dude, you gotta get
Dropping
that
the
level
big
3
bucks.
pack keeper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I
mean,
just bet the rest of my money?
Sure.
I have $43.
All right. So Treffy bets 1,200. Alessa bets 43. Anyone else betting anything?
Can I bet my future winnings, which I know I'm gonna get?
I'm gonna do
No.
the spin-off campaign after this of Ace running from the debt collectors.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not mad about that.
No, you can't do that.
We do still get some
They do a
money
cr-
even if we lose, right? Did I dream that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get some money if you lose. Yeah, they run a credit check
Gamble
on you
that.
before you place any bets.
Yeah,
Confirm
look
that
at
you're
my
good
track
for it.
history. 3-1, 3-0, 3-0, 3-1. I think I'm doing pretty good.
Wait, has really nobody's ever scored more than 1 point on us?
We lost 1
Isn't
point
it
in
the
the
first
first ever
game?
match. I think it was 1. They scored against us.
I think the first team you guys played scored 2 points against you. I think that was the night.
Yeah, they scored. Well, hold on.
Guys, I don't even
I'm going
remember
back
what
through
I
my
had for
notes.
breakfast. So
I don't know. I wasn't keeping track.
it's fine. It's not
I'll let the
important.
statisticians take care of that.
Yeah, Alex. It's all you.
Yeah, Alex, I'm just guessing that we just dominated.
All right. So I'm gonna go and move you guys over the map, and I'm gonna describe something before you panic.
Too late.
So you enter the stadium. You can see, like I said before, there are two sides to the two sides of the map, or the field are divided by a crevice that runs through the center. There is a 15-foot height differential. There's a 15-foot drop from the platform that the backfield is on and the front field. So you can see that demonstrated by the cliff face that is on the map. I hope that that's kind of apparent by looking at it. It's a 15-foot gap. We'll get over at like what you need to do to cross that in a minute. However, what's probably more jarring you right now is that 5 structures are currently on the field besides the podium. 5 statues and mechanical constructs currently non-moving, lifeless, stand like statues on 1 in each corner and 1 at the center. One appears to be made of clay, another one made of stone, one made of looks like metal gears and pistons, another one
Metal
made
gear.
of another one made of iron, and one made of crystal. So, represented by the tokens there, and there's they are equal on each side of the field. Let me see. Somebody said they can't see Alessa's.
Yeah, we can see the
HP
bar,
total.
not the numbers. Also, for the numbers, this is something that, I guess would be in effect from now, because temporary HP just kind of lasts forever until something else. Whenever we finish a short or long rest, you all get 10 temp HP from my Celestial Resilience.
Ooh.
Nice.
I get 15.
So we have those now.
Yes.
All right.
And I can
Yeah,
just do that whenever. Well, after a short or long rest, but there's
Okay.
no limit
So you could
to,
do that again during the match.
during
Cool.
timeouts.
All
Me
right.
and Ursa have so many hit points between us now.
Yeah, that's really good. The other squad getting ready on their side of the field. Can you see all their names and hit bars?
Yes.
Does
Cool.
Luigi have hair?
No, she does not.
Oh, sweet.
She has a series of like scars and tattoos running down her head.
Mamma mia.
So
Now I feel
she's
bad
Jack from Mass
targeting
Effect.
her.
Yeah, actually, she looks a lot like Jack from Mass Effect.
Now not so bad targeting her.
She looks tough. All right. Anyone? You guys are picking your positions. Is that what you guys are starting with there?
Oh, that's just where we left
That's
off
what
last
we were
time.
for
I
the
think.
penalty shot.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah,
I was
that's
trying
the
to remember.
penalty shot.
I couldn't remember if that's what it was before. I was like, everyone's going striker except for one. All right.
Um,
Douglas is gonna go defender.
You tell me where to
Okay.
go, team.
How far across is the? Wait,
You said it was like 15, right?
15
It's
feet?
The
15
cliff.
up and
How high is
down.
the cliff?
Up and down is what I meant.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
The cliff is 15 feet high. So in order to go, does anyone have a climb speed?
I have a negative climb speed.
Okay,
Who needs
that
to
will come in
climb
effect.
speed?
That's actually not really a joke. Because of my
What?
equine build, I have equine build, which is great because I am larger for carrying capacity. But any climb that requires hands and feet is difficult. Climbing costs me 4 extra feet of movement instead of just 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're
Oh.
climbing.
So you guys
So-
should know this.
Yeah.
It takes me 4 times as long to.
Am I going to be
climb.
the best chance as offense, considering that I don't care about the
Maybe.
ground?
I mean, I did relearn fly,
Yeah.
not knowing that we were gonna
Yeah.
have verticality in this match.
This.
Now I,
feel-
am also levitating.
Yeah.
That would
Not
not help you
help.
too much here.
Okay, I just like to
I feel-
remind everyone.
I feel like Alessa's either like down on the below the cliff, and so that way we can like get her across, or stays up top as a defender.
Yeah, like the mid area.
Yeah,
Wait.
because
I have an idea. Jump is in
Mhm.
concentration, so what if we just cast jump on Alessa?
How far would that make me jump?
That like doubles your.
Please
It
tell me.
triples it.
Your jump
triples.
distance?
Yeah.
Yeah.
it
D-
triples
your
it.
high
jump.
Your high jump too?
I
Yeah.
think so.
what?
Wait, hold on. I gotta
Yeah,
see
yeah,
what my
click it. Let's see.
jump is.
There's
Yeah,
a
what is
jump
your high
distance
jump?
Well,
calculator.
your high
Uh,
jump is 3 plus your strength mod with a 10-foot running start, I think. I put them all on my sheet. I knew this was gonna come up. 3 plus your strength mod. So my high jump is already 8 feet.
Uh-huh. So 24 feet.
So you could clear that cliff if you needed to coming back.
This is the best thing ever.
Okay, but
Yeah.
who can cast jump on
I
her?
can.
Yeah, stranger can. That
That's
also makes
How lo-
my long jump,
Terrifying.
because your long jump is just your strength score. So that would make my long jump 60 feet.
Mhm.
Just
What's the
So
jump.
you could clear half the field, and
Hop,
go
hop.
up the cliff.
And then my reach, hold on, is. Fuck, no, that takes
It's not
multiplication. I'm not doing that.
concentration? How long does it
So-
last?
A
Oh my
minute.
god, this is the best day of my
Okay,
minute,
it's only
okay.
a minute. All right.
So it
I
looks
was
like
gonna say, if you told me it's like 8 hours.
A
then-
minute's a long time,
Counter up a
though.
little bit. Yeah, that's
think-
I mean, that's a full round, pretty much.
According
I'm
to
back on the
this-
table as a striker.
According to this calculator, you can, with a running start, you can reach up and grab something 33 feet off the ground. Without a running start, you can reach up and grab something
Okay.
21 feet off the ground.
Yeah,
and
so
just-
to calculate your high jump reach, which is the one I didn't want to do, it's your jump height plus 1.5 times your character height, and I'm 8 fucking feet tall.
Okay, let me. put
I'm
that
8'1".
in-
Wow.
8'1".
Oh god.
Okay,
So 1.5 times 8'1" plus.
Running start, you can reach up and grab something 36.1 feet off the ground. No running start, 24.1 feet off the ground with
I'm
jump on.
Next
I
sport
am
we play
hit.
is basketball.
I am picturing like Treffy on the back of Alessa. They jump from here, and when they get nearby, Treffy does Mario to Yoshi and jump off and be like,
Yes.
Okay, but hold on. Even without jump, without a running start, you can reach up and grab something 16.1 feet off the ground with a running jump 20 feet off the ground. So you could, reach up
grab
and
the edge of the
pull
cliff.
yourself up.
Still can't catch me though. So I'll be 21 feet.
That would pretty much, you could, so without jump, Alessi, you can make it to the, I mean, if you have movement, pretty much once you hit the cliff, you'd have to stop moving though, because that's also going to reduce your movements by half pulling yourself up.
Okay.
So
I could.
Yeah.
Or
it would be a slight hurdle for you.
or with spell, I could jump like
Or
30
spell,
feet in
you
the air.
just jump over it, yeah.
Also,
Okay.
Treffy,
Mhm.
this could be a very nasty battle for your wall of fire
Yep.
on the opposite side of the cliff.
Mm-hmm. Well, because I think that only does 5 feet of, on the other side of it. I'm gonna go ahead and click it so we can see what it looks like. And I wanted it to be the spell card. I thought I had changed it to that. Please hold. These sheets, why they do this? Yeah, so creature within its area. Where's the thing about deciding within 10 feet of that side or inside the wall? So if I put it on the cliff face, so not quite, but they wouldn't have a lot of room if I put it in the back zone.
How much can you can't you mold earth?
I can shape earth, which is just a cantrip, so I can do 5 feet.
Can you make
I
our
will-
cliff taller? Like the
Yeah.
edge of the cliff? Could we like
How
make
does it work on stone? Is it either rock?
It has to be loose earth or dirt. Here, I will go ahead and
Okay.
click it.
Nah,
so,
boo.
Yeah, I will let you guys know the field is stone. Here.
It says dirt or
Um,
stone.
Okay.
well, no, so the excavate thing is loose earth.
Mm.
But if it's dirt or stone, I can make it difficult terrain or make difficult terrain normal terrain.
Okay.
It's not a bad
So
idea.
you could make it harder for them to move through it, but you can't like create structures.
Yeah, but I could make like the very edge of it even more difficult so they have a harder time climbing up or something.
I also have I also picked up on level 9. I picked up stone shape, and so we can do something, but with stone shape, but not that much. It's only like we could make like a 5-foot like thick wall in front of just immediately in front of like the pedestal or something. So it's not super powerful, but it's still something.
You could also just write Grey Coast Griffins with your mold earth spell. Be like, our territory.
Is anybody gonna go infiltrator?
I can. I'm gonna try shooting people. I was just saying their attackers, I think, in Coa's another
That's one of their wizards.
Yeah, the wizard and the fighter are their attackers.
Mm-hmm.
Unless anybody else wanted the green dot.
I want to see what these things do, but I don't think I've ever done infiltration actually. Can
You
try
can do
it.
if you want.
It's pretty fun.
So let's see. Their monk and their illusion wizard are their strikers.
I thought it was
They're-
like fighter.
Oh yeah, they're fighter.
Yeah.
I saw the D and I saw drunken master monk.
Gotcha.
But Hikro is their rogue scout, who's their infiltrator.
That's gonna be a pain in the ass.
Maybe I'll try focus that guy. Come here, dude. Come here.
All right. Any other
Let's try it. Let's do it.
strategizing or anything before we get
I'll
started?
be flying.
Okay.
You probably should not group up either if they've got an evocation wizard. So I'm just making sure I'm
Yeah.
away from 30 feet from everyone.
I'm just wondering if I should be riding on Alessa's back to start so that she gets the disadvantage stuff.
It's up to
But
you.
they really can't go over till we take out the arc, though.
Yeah, but it would help her against the arc, and I mean,
It is also going to put you right up against the arc, most likely, because
yeah.
if
And
it's still
make-
alive when we get to me, I'm just going to punch it.
Yeah. Yeah, I should stay away because if I'm on your back, then presumably I'm within melee of it, and Eldritch Blast is at disadvantage.
If we get the ball, I'll scoop you up.
Yep.
Hey Alessa, do you want jump casted on you like this round or like starting next round?
That's a good question.
Since we might not start with the ball.
Yeah, it's
right?
not going to make a difference until we have the ball.
Okay, so we'll
Because I'm just
hold
going to
off on that
stay
for now.
down fighting the arc, and then so it's not going to make a difference until we can cross. So if you want to hold off on it.
Yeah, I'll do
Just
that.
the
then.
arc spawn up top. There's gonna be one round where they do that.
I can still get up there, though.
Yeah.
I
We
can
still
jump
pass
myself
it
up to the
you.
top of the cliff.
hmm
We can still carry it and pass it to you. We just can't score. So.
Yeah.
Just assume I'm flying 30 feet up. John,
Sorry, what? I was reading
Ace
something.
is
What
just
were you
30 feet flying when he's got
Okay.
the little wing symbol.
saying? Okay, 30 feet up. Gotcha. All right. Anything else? Okay. You begin to get set up on your side of the field. Everyone picks their position. The refs come over to you, confirm that everyone is ready. They do the same thing for the other team. As the time counts down, the stadium begins to grow a little bit quieter and like anticipation for what's happening. The announcements kick on, the music blares, and the clock begins to count down to 5, 4,
Do
3.
we still have the minute
2.
before the kickoff, or is that only
Oh,
after?
I was assuming you guys were doing. Okay, what are you
Yeah,
doing during the
I'm
minute?
just wondering if in that time, if I wanted to, like from the very first game, do mold earth to make the middle difficult terrain to force anyone crossing over to try and go near these statues, because we don't know what they're going to do yet. I'm assuming it's not going to be good.
I'm
So,
fine
like,
with that, if you guys
yes.
are okay with avoiding it, because I ignore difficult terrain. So,
Well, so I was thinking I would do the thing where it's like it's ramps up the middle so that we can just run up it and drop over.
Yeah.
So I can do, if I have a minute to do it, it takes an action. I can do 10 5-foot things, 5-foot ramps.
on
So-
the and you confirmed you can do that on the stone.
or no, I couldn't make it ramps, but I could make it difficult terrain.
Difficult terrain. Okay.
Mhm.
I'm good with it being difficult terrain, because it affects my
Okay,
life in
if
no
you
way.
can just mark where it's gonna be,
Yeah,
so
it's
I remember,
basically-
because I'm gonna be going back and forth.
Yeah, it's basically going to
Possibly.
be almost all of the middle, because 5 feet times 10 is 50, but the middle area is 60 feet.
Okay.
Okay. So
Alright.
all that is difficult terrain now.
Yes.
Are these
Okay,
statues
good to
a
know.
normal thing for this stadium?
Have you been to a match here in Great in
I
Soaring
got that
before?
book.
Ace has not, but I'm assuming, considering our coach has been around for 15 years, he has.
Yeah, he would tell you that he's never seen this before.
Who on that team seems the nicest person and willing to help the enemy? Can we ask them? Or as the refs are checking, it's like, yeah,
Like, hey.
there seems to be 5 statues on our side. I don't want them here.
What's this about?
All right.
I guess
so
we'll
Tristan,
find out what they
this-
do.
Can you set the score to 0?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Let's we both
sorry.
just start with 1, and
They all
it's
say
a,
1.
Yeah, everyone starts with 1 point in
So-
the tournament.
it's a higher stake.
Sean decided the games are taking too long.
Yeah.
I really want to
All
go
right.
near these statues to see what they do.
How'd that work?
Oh,
Oh.
it's or we try to do this at the same time. More you go to do it.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Okay,
we were
sorry.
trying to do it at the same time, and I kept hitting. I was like, "Why does it keep refreshing?"
Why?
All right, perfect.
That's funny.
So, anything else? All right. So now, timer counts down in the last minute of setup as you guys are all ready on your side of the field, kicking at the stone, ready to go. The clock 3, 2, 1. The horn sounds. The match begins. 2 bolts of arcane energy coalesce above you, both of them crashing down on the statue in the center here on both sides of the field, at which point the statue begins to animate and come to life. And the match begins. So let's go and roll initiative.
It's gonna be a 13.
13. Okay. I'm going to have, who is the best? Hikro for the other team is going to roll. Double checking. No, he doesn't have advantage. That is an 18. So he will be going first. I think I'm on a streak here with these initiative rolls.
No, I've just been rolling very poorly.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think I've beaten you like out of the last 4 times in a row, and it's scaring me. So the Black Tigers will go first, and yeah, I think right out of the gate, I made the terrible mistake of giving this team 3 full casters. So that's terrible for me. Yeah. The other team is I think Daher is just going to go first and kick this off with just some good old-fashioned punches. So just pulling up my dice roller. So Daher is going to make his 2 attacks with his Warhammer. We'll do the same thing twice, so that'll be 26. Those will both hit. And that's 10 points and 15 points. So 25 points of damage to the golem. And that's going to be it for his turn. You guys now.
Probably Alessa first.
I want to hit the thing.
All right, go hit the thing.
Sorry, I'm having a snack. I'm going to. Oh wait, how far away is it? It's the one in the middle. Oh no, we're good. Yeah, I'm gonna charge at it. Yay.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do it 2 hits with my sword.
Okay.
The first one is a 27.
That'll hit.
And the second one's a 25.
Also hits.
Okay. That's 24. It's 30 for those 2.
30 point. Okay.
And then I'm gonna use a bonus action to attack it with my hooves.
Okay.
That's a 28.
All right. That'll hit.
And that's... Oh my god, I lost it. That's 8 more damage.
Okay.
Now, can this thing be wounded?
That's a good question. Does it say anything about constructs?
Let me look. Just as a creature. Wounded it. Constitution saving throw. No.
Okay. Yeah, I guess it can.
Okay. Then it's wounded.
Okay. Which will take it back to the start of its turn, right?
Yes.
All right. That will end your turn.
Yep.
Grass is going to take his turn to use some of his movement to step up here towards the edge of the cliff, and I need to pull the sheet back up. I moved a couple things around, so maybe a little bit less intense for me to use the roller here. It's going to cast a second level guiding bolt at it. That is a 22 to hit for 23 points of radiant damage. 23 points. Oh yeah, I rolled a lot of sixes there. Okay, 23 points of radiant damage, and it is now glowing. He will then check if this is an action or a bonus action. Okay, no. All right, that is the end of his turn. He just backs up towards the pedestal again. Back to you guys.
Should I just zap it a couple times, or
Yeah, get it.
you were
Yeah,
gonna
do
say
it.
something, stranger?
Oh, I was also just gonna shoot at it. Go for it.
Okay. Yeah, so just gonna pop a couple Eldritch Blasts at it. Want to be on the other page so I know what my numbers are. 27 to hit.
That'll hit.
That one's only an 11.
Okay. 11 to hit or 11 damage?
11 to hit.
Oh, 11 misses.
Okay. Yeah, I rolled a 2, the halfling one. Okay, but the one that hit was the full 10 force damage.
Okay.
And if it's going to move, its movement is reduced by 10 feet as it gets the Lance of Lethargy. But
Okay.
I'm not gonna push or pull it.
All right. Anything else for your turn?
Nope.
All right. Hikro is going to go next. And he's going to move up next to Dahark. And he's going to go for a stab with his short sword. That's a natural 20 with advantage. With sneak attack. That's 44 points of piercing damage. And then he's going to make his... we'll use his offhand strike, back away. He's going to use his bonus action to disengage and pop back just on the other side of Dahark, staying in his shadow. That is the end of his turn. Back to you guys.
I can shoot at the thing this time. I will bonus action Hunter's Market as per usual, and then I will shoot twice with my new magic longbow.
Woo.
19 and 21.
Both hit. I like the exclamation point on your...
Thank you. Okay. It's gonna be 41 piercing.
Yeah, so almost as much as his did with a crit. 41 points of piercing. Okay.
That's all.
That's it? Okay, yeah. You pull your two arrows back, Hunter's marking, and then release them. They both hit, one of them exploding into the shower of thorns as it strikes, the other digging in deep, both of them finding their marks within the inner workings of this clay golem. both yours and the other team's looking pretty rough. That will end your turn. So I think Luigi is going to go. She is going to step up about here. She's going to use her action. Yeah, won't be super exciting this turn. Yeah, she uses her action to cast a spell that I think has been used in this game before, as 6 tiny meteors come swarming around her, orbiting around her head, and she flings one of them with her. Let me double check. Spend one. Yeah, she's gonna fling one of them with her. No, as part of her action this turn, to the ground behind the golem, which has to make a dexterity saving throw. It rolls a 16, which will succeed. Okay. That takes half damage.
Go, Golem, go.
Dexterous golem. 2d6. That's 8 points. Reduced to 4. Okay. And then she'll just step back. The other 5 meteors continue to orbit around her. Mark that on her sheet. Okay. Back to you guys.
Unless Ace or Ursa has anything planned, I'm just gonna attack it as well.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna step up to the cliff. I'm going to have a new cantrip called Word of Radiance, and I would like to use it.
Okay.
It has to make a con save of 17.
Okay. Constitution save. It's a natural
just-
20, 24.
Just
Oh.
1 second. Isn't it a 4-foot range? for
Yeah,
the
it's a-
radiance?
Right around you spell.
Oh, that is, yeah.
Oh. Yep, you are correct. Okay, I
So-
thought it was.
Yeah, you'd either need to jump down there or
Well, then let's just do Sacred Flame then, so that's ranged. I read it wrong.
okay. Either way, I think it's gonna, with the wisdom
Yeah.
save, I think it's still gonna succeed on that. 'Cause
Yep.
That would have been a 19. So that will, unfortunately, won't take any damage from that one. As the Sacred Flame comes crashing down, it just seems to kind of wash over it.
Mhm.
Or dexterity save, either way. I think that's,
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that. Anything else for your turn with your bonus action?
No, that's it.
Okay. We'll put it to grass. Only people left are Shaub and Inkoa. I think Inkoa is gonna go. Is going to cast. Yeah, he's just gonna use a cantrip. It's gonna cast a firebolt at it. That'll hit. Wow, that's terrible damage. It's 4 points of fire damage. And then he uses his bonus action to cast a mirror image. He watches the illusory duplicates of himself kind of spring into the air around him. You're not sure which one he is now. That will end his turn. Back to you guys.
Jumo, do you want to throw javelins now or later?
I can go now. Okay. I'm gonna step up and cross the line, and I'm gonna hug a couple javelins.
Okay, who are you targeting first?
One at Hikro and one at Dara, because I've got
Okay.
Two
the
attacks.
one at Hikro is double checking this one real quick. Un memento.
okay.
Yeah, is at disadvantage as Dahar
Oh.
uses the action to impose disadvantage on your attack roll.
Okay. That is shoot. What is my plus with my javelin? 14 to hit.
That misses.
Okay, so that was the one with disadvantage.
Yeah. So Dahar throws a shield
Angry.
back, and it deflects off of the shield, kind of spinning off
Okay.
into the stone.
Well, now I'm gonna throw one at you.
All right.
Why am I rolling 2? I should not be rolling 2. I should only be rolling 1.
Oh yeah.
Hang on. Oh, that was terrible. I'm so bad at this. That's 12.
Also misses Dahar. It just clinks off his plate armor.
Maybe I should not be invading. That's all I got.
Okay. Ursa, you back over the line to the safety of your side of the field currently. Okay. That will put it. The only person who hasn't gone on their side is going to be Schaub. So she's going to have to step forward. She has a lot of movement. So she's going to go. Yeah, because she just jumped straight off the top. Yeah, so she goes running and takes a leap off of the cliff here towards the golem. You see her kind of staggering a little bit. You've noticed throughout the beginning of this match in preparation, she was having a couple drinks. Doesn't seem totally steady on her feet, but takes an expert leap and a dive off of the cliff. And as she comes in, she's going to make a couple of strikes with her staff, which is a beautiful, like, silver quarterstaff against this thing. First one. It's going to be a natural 1. It's going to miss. Second one is going to hit for 15 points of bludgeoning damage. And then she is going to spend a key point for a flurry of blows and make 2 unarmed strikes. First one is a 20 to hit. Second one is a 13 that'll miss. Another 5 points of damage. All right. It's willing away, but it's still up. Okay. That ends her turn. Who's left on your guys' side? Ace.
Question.
Answer.
Is an arc leaving the field considered arc destroyed?
No.
I was wondering that earlier. If we banish the arc, does that make the Thunderball appear?
No, you'd have to destroy it.
Now I really wish I was an infiltrator so I can banish theirs and be like, oh.
I'll say it follows the same rules as a player would, where I think it's if a player leaves the field for like 10 minutes or something and doesn't come back, it's considered gone. So it'd have to be gone for a while.
Okay. Then I guess I will firebolt this dude.
All right, do it.
I ignore the +2. I go archery. So that's a 12.
Oh, 12 misses. All right, you fire the firebolt at the clay, and it just it impacts, but it just disperses off the side. Didn't quite have the gusto behind it you needed to do damage.
I'm too quick. I'm not used to this.
All right, so that's the
That's
end
sad.
of the first round. The golems are going to take their turns. So it's going to be 2 attacks for each of them. Alessa, I think you're the only person in range for the one on your guys' side.
That's fine.
Um,
I prefer it that way.
okay. Yeah, I think it'll do that instead. Okay. It's going to make its first attack.
Oh wait, it takes damage.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's right. Hang on. Yeah, it takes 2 damage.
Okay. 2 points of damage.
And then it can make a Constitution saving throw.
Con save. That's a 9.
That fails.
All right. I rolled its attacks. It was an 11 and a 16 against you.
Those
So
miss.
both miss. Rolled a 19 against Dahlherk, which misses, and it rolled a 14 against Schaub, which misses. So these things suck all around. Just they start swinging around wildly. Big clay fists just smashing against armor, not having any effect. So that's going to end their turns, bring us back to the start. At which point, I think Schaub is going to go again. And she's going to use her action to make another strike with her staff, which will 15 will hit, and then a 27, which will hit. So a total of 20 points of bludgeoning damage, which will destroy their arc. Theirs is down. Schaub then is going to use her movement as the arc energy coalesces, shooting up into the dome on their side of the field and then crashing down onto their pedestal, the arc sphere forming and the Black Tiger side of the stadium erupting into applause. She is going to use her movement to scale the wall, which will be at half speed. That'll be 30 feet to get to the top, and then she will use her remaining 15 feet. Yeah, that was pretty about right over here. Okay. That ends her turn. Back to you guys.
I think just more or less the smash.
Unless anybody else wants to go first. Just gonna do it a hit.
Yeah, I think it's
Get
just
it off the field.
you and I trying to knock it down
Alright.
ASAP.
I'm gonna attack the golem recklessly.
Okay.
Oh my god. That's a 23 on the first one.
Okay.
And a 21 on the second one.
Both hit.
That's 34 damage.
All right.
Those two.
34 points of damage. It is still up, but not looking great.
I think that's all I got.
Okay.
Yep.
That will end your turn. Put it back to them. I think Grass is gonna go. He is going to claim the ball. He's gonna use his movement to move up to the edge here, and then is going to throw the ball to Inkoa, which will land. We haven't really come up with rules for catching, so it just lands at Inkoa's feet over here.
Does he throw it the correct in color?
They're all right next to each other. He just throws it to one. I think that's what happens. He throws it to one of the illusions, and then just like boom, 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 and all five of the or four or whatever look up and just kind of like, oh, what the hell? I'm right here. And all of them do that at the same time. All right.
Do they all get the ball or just the real one?
You'll see when he picks it up. That ends Grass's turn, though.
Okay. Guess I'm gonna pew pew the golem. Or try. That's a 1, so I get to re-roll. That is a, let me double check. I believe that's a 19. Yes, 19.
19 hits.
And then the second one, 27.
Hits.
12 points of force damage between the two.
Okay. Oof, it's still up, but it's real low.
Okay. Yeah, that's. I was even thinking last time I should have hexed it because I haven't used hex at all this game or this campaign, but it's gonna be my turn.
Okay. Inko is gonna go. He picks up the ball, and as he does, you see like one of the illusions reaches down to pick up the ball, and as the illusion picks it up, all of them suddenly have it. And as he moves, you lose track of which one was the one that picked up the ball. Then he's going to use his movement. Yeah, he can't make it all the way there. The 30 feet. It's going to make it just like right up to the edge. And I don't think with this action can do much. No. That'll be the end of his turn there. Yeah. That ends his turn. Actually, I lied. He's gonna dash. He dashes across the side. So he moves over to the side of the field. We're gonna go hard or go home. So Inko crosses the line, opening up the barrier for their side. Okay, that ends his turn. Back to you guys.
Whereabouts are the illusions around in Koa?
I think they're within like 5 feet of him.
It's more, if I cast a fireball, can I hit all of them and avoid Traffy?
Yeah, mirror image only affects the, like, if you're making an attack roll. If it's a dexterity saving throw, it's not going to have any effect on the illusions.
Okay, team, should I try and just wipe the illusions away?
Yeah, I feel like that's a pretty effective way to do it.
Mhm.
Okay, welcome to the jungle. Fireball.
Just to be clear, it won't have any effect on the illusions. They'll still
That's
be
cool.
there.
But
It's
a
concentration.
right?
It's not concentration, no.
Oh. That.
It's just a minute duration.
You can still hurt him.
Yeah. He will be in the fireball. You can catch him in it, but the illusions will still stay there, and he will not have to make a concentration check.
Or you could try, I don't know if you have like Scorching Ray or something, and try and just pew pew each of the illusions away.
Okay, what about I will twin firebolt aiming at a bow.
Okay, you're going to twin firebolt and then try
So
to
I can
knock the
cast
ball
it.
out of his hand.
Yeah, I'm gonna aim at two
Okay.
different bolts.
So
I can
it'll
target
be, yeah, it'll be the same thing where I'll roll to see if it's an illusion or not. If it's an illusion, we'll roll to hit, and then yeah, we can do that. Okay. Reminding myself how the spell works. I use the spell all the time, and I can never remember what the.
I think you roll like a 1d20,
Yeah.
and if it's above a certain number, it's an illusion.
So he has 3 duplicates currently. There are 4 incodes standing there. So your first attack roll.
Dirty 20.
Okay. It hits and destroys one of the illusions.
24.
Okay. It hits and destroys another one of the illusions. There are 2 left.
Got it. Action surge, because I can.
Okay.
But still not firebolt because he's a
Okay.
fuck.
All right. So one more illusion remaining.
16.
It hits and destroys the last illusion.
Okay, you by yourself now, buddy.
All right. You've just peeled away all the illusions off and just like pew pew pew, leaving just Inkoa standing there on his own. That will put it back to their turn. And I think Dahark is going to go. He is going to. Yeah, he's just going to go right up to Ursa. You threw him a javelin. He wants to bring it back to you.
Oh, nice of him.
So he's going to run up. I guess he's ends his turn within the difficult terrain space.
Okay.
So I'll take 5 feet off of his movement when he leaves that space next turn. He is going to hit you
Okay.
a couple of times. Oh, I forgot to add
Couple
that. Oh no, I did. Okay. So first attack with his warhammer is going to be a bad 15.
Nope.
Second one, Jesus, these are very bad. 14.
No.
He is adding the right modifier. Yeah. Okay. So both attacks swing and a miss. As you are able to deflect both of them with your armor,
Yeah.
avoiding any significant damage. Yeah, I don't think he's going to use that just yet. So that is going to end the boy's turn.
Okay.
Back to you guys. Sorry.
I'm voting for Stranger's attack next. Because I think Tugless, you may be able to jump down and get it on your turn.
Yeah, I could definitely do that. I could jump down and get it, or otherwise I was just going to try to blast him from above.
Well,
Oh,
'cause-
that.
well, if Stranger snipes it out, Tugless is probably the only one who could get to the ball and pick it up before the next go around, in which case Inko would just go first for their team and pick it back up.
I don't know if it would help, but like after sniping, I can dash as a bonus action. I don't know if I can like kick it away from him or something, but
That would be an action.
okay, so I wouldn't be able to.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just
Or
hit
one
the
of your attacks.
ball
You could, I
and
guess,
the
if you hit
golem.
it, because you have extra attack, right?
Yeah.
So if you hit the ball and notch it to his feet, and were able to move up there and still had your other attack left, you could kick with your second attack.
Okay, yeah. I can try doing that, and if not, then Tugless, I guess you can try like going in.
Can you dash to the other side of it and kick it closer to Tugless? Otherwise, it's just going to be further from Tugless, and they'll be able to reach it on their turn either way. I doubt you can kick it further than 30 feet.
Do you have 60 feet with a dash?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you probably won't be able to get the angle with your movement to move it like. You could either kick it closer to the barrier, or you could kick it closer to like the right. I don't know if you'll be able to orient yourself to get the angle to kick it like closer to the golem or backwards.
Could I just, with my second attack, would I be able to just like pick it up?
No, that'd be a full
Oh,
action to
Okay.
Yeah. But you could kick it if you got it out of his reach using one of your attacks, then somebody else would be able to pick it up as a free action.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
Free action, so Tugless could still dash to it.
Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, so I guess, first attack, I will go ahead and strike at the ball.
Okay.
It's a 20.
He is going to use shield.
I'm going to
and that will-
counterspell that because I do not like wizards.
He's gonna take the hit then. So
he's
you
not gonna
counterspell his
my
shield.
Counterspell?
He can't because he used his reaction to cast shield.
Oh.
As he goes to cast the shield, there is a disruption to it. You see like the piece of pane of glass in front of him fractures, and the arrow sinks into the ball, causing it to go flying out of his hands.
18.
So the ball drops to his feet.
Okay. So I'm sorry, what'd you say again about I I know. I
So
got
if you
confused
want-
with like
you
free
can-
action, actual.
You
okay.
can make an unarmed strike with your second attack if you can get within range. If you can get up there fast enough on this turn. So you have a bonus action to dash. You said.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you could run up on him and use your second attack to kick the ball away.
Okay. And what was the direction that like I was able to kick it?
From right there, I would say you can either kick it closer, like anywhere over, like in this area or over in this area.
Okay. I think I have another 5. Okay. I feel like that's just making it even farther from Tugless, though, isn't it?
But that would be farther from any of them if they
Yeah.
somehow.
Mhm. Unless there's
Okay.
any way you can swipe it and kick it like towards the golem.
I'd say with her current like movement running up there and stuff, I don't know if she can finagle that.
Okay.
I had
Unless
5
Soccer's-
more feet of movement. Would that help?
Oh, do you?
Yeah, because it took 55 feet to get up there.
Can you
Okay.
long jump?
All right. I would say you could potentially kick it like over here, like where the golem is.
Okay, yeah, we'll kick it by the
It'll only
golem.
go like, I think we decided like last time it was like 10 feet, so it'll be like right about over here.
Okay, yeah, we'll do that.
Okay, but it's out of Inkoa's range, so put the ball like right there. All right, that's it for your turn.
Yes.
All right, so Hiko, Luigi, and Grass already took their turn. That's right. So Hikro is gonna go. I don't think he has enough to get up and grab the ball.
But can he cross over since the team doesn't have possession of the ball?
He's infiltrator.
Oh,
Yeah.
duh.
He. What can he do? Okay. Oh, wait. His movement speed increased by 10 feet. Why isn't that on his sheet? He has movement speed of 35. He's a scout. So with 70 feet of movement with a dash, he's going to use his minus the 5 feet. So he'll have 65 feet of movement with the difficult terrain. So I need the tool. Yeah, I think that'll get him there. Yeah, so he runs up to it with his bonus action, stepping over or having to stop a little bit with the difficult terrain. And then he's going to, I think, Treffy, you're within range for it, so he's going to
Yeah.
have to use his action to pick it up.
Okay.
And that will be his entire turn. All right. Back to you guys. Who's left?
So I guess it would be. So, did he pick up the ball?
Yes, he's got
Okay.
possession of the ball now.
Hmm.
Someone is gonna have to hit that golem, or else we're just gonna get whacked by it.
Potentially, if it can hit anything.
I can take it. It missed me twice last time, so
Yeah.
So it does have advantage against you now.
I can take it. I have 135 hit points right now.
I think I am going to do my full movement down to about here.
Oh, I also forgot. you guys jumping off, stranger, you don't have anything that reduces fall damage, do you?
Oh no, I
Okay.
don't.
I forgot to give you your fall damage for jumping off the top. Because unless you guys take
Break
the
your
movement speed to
knees.
climb down, you do take damage from the fall. It's only going to be 1d6. 1 point of damage for stranger. Tugless, I assume you're not climbing down, you're jumping off too? to keep
Yeah,
the
I think he
movement?
gets too excited.
All right. 6 points of damage.
Of course. So what I want to do is, since I'm in that area, I think as an action, I am going to cast Spirit Guardians on myself
Okay.
at level 4.
All right.
Wow, how?
So that'll be a wisdom save for. Well, we're gonna do Spirit Guardians the same because we've decided this with the other spell that Trefu was doing, Sickening Radiance.
Mhm.
They'll make the save at the start of their turns because
Right.
after doing more reading on the spell and stuff, doing the double damage, and so we were doubling up on the damage. And
Yeah.
that was making it way too powerful. So at the start of their turns, they will take it, or if anybody moves into the space freely, they will.
Yeah,
take
that's
damage.
that is fair.
Which I think Inkoa might not even be in it. It's like,
Yeah, I put up an aura of 15 feet. I don't know if
Okay.
you can see it.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay.
If the rest of you can't, I'll adjust it.
I can see it.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
It's still safe there. Cool. All right. Anything
And
else?
that's really it. Just kind of setting up for what anybody else does.
Okay. Luigi's the only person on the other side of the field. We're gonna get a little wild. Yeah. She looks to Schaub. Gives Schaub kind of a nod. And she casts a spell on Schaub. And Schaub transforms. No, actually, she's not going to do that because she's got the. Yeah, she won't do that. Never mind. I forgot she's got concentration on the other spell. She's gonna wait for that. We're gonna save that later on. She is instead going to. There's not really anything she can do here. Yeah, she's gonna wait. She's gonna prepare an action just in case somebody crosses the field. No, can't do that either. It's gonna be. Yeah, there's absolutely nothing she can do. That's the end of her turn. So I think, is Ursa the only one that hasn't gone on your guys' side?
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody suggested I chuck the javelin, but I have disadvantage distance-wise, and then I guess I have disadvantage because somebody's next to me.
Yep.
Yep.
So.
You can move away, but he might hit you.
Yeah, let me try that. Second, somebody just measured, but I forgot instantly. Okay. So yeah, I could move closer. I can't quite get all the way there, but that will put me within 30 feet. I guess I'm gonna try to sign the sky.
He is gonna make an attack of opportunity against you.
Okay.
Daherk is.
I really want to sign this.
Actually, because you're moving, I think you can.
Oh
do
no, does he
this.
have Sentinel?
He might. He did just protect his friend earlier.
Yeah. That can also just be a fighting style.
I was double checking whether he might forego an attack to grapple you instead.
Oh.
Looking up the rules on grappling. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure he can do that. But don't have the rules. I think he can, because I think you can forgo an attack to make a grapple check. So he's going to try to do that. So it's going to be an athletics check versus either athletics or acrobatics for you.
Probably athletics. I've been trying to get real beefy lately. All right. 18.
18. Double checking if he has anything for this. No. Okay. Athletics. Only a 14. So he rolled very bad. So you dodge away. He tries to grab onto you to keep you from moving, and you power through, pulling yourself past him.
All right. And then I'm gonna try to shoot the Thunderball out of his hands.
Okay.
With one of my javelins. But that's a natural 1.
That will miss.
Okay. Does it hit him? I don't know what the rules are.
No. So only if it's a natural 1, so it misses no matter what.
Okay.
But yeah, if it's 2 plus his AC to hit the ball, if it's less than that but still more than his AC, then it'll hit him instead.
Okay.
So do you have a second attack though, right?
I do. I'm just.
You still have a javelin to use?
I still have one more javelin.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. No, I have 2 more javelins. I have 5 javelins. Okay. That's way better. That is a 26.
That will hit.
Okay. Boing.
So that will hit him, or it will hit the ball, which drops to his feet.
Okay.
So that's all your movement. Is that all you can do on your turn?
Yes, that's it.
All right. That will end Ursa's turn and end the round, I believe. Everyone's gone. That will put it to the golem's turns, or the one golem's turn. It has a lot of people.
Damage. That motherfucker's wounded.
Oh yeah, roll your.
4.
That's how many hit points it had left.
Oh my god.
So.
It drops dead turn.
If you didn't kill it, my spirit guardians would have.
Yeah, so it like reaches back like it's gonna hit, and then its arm just falls off, and then this other arm falls off. It just like crumbles into dust and dried up clay on the ground.
Hell yeah.
Awesome. That ends your turn. Brings us back to the start of the round with them going first for round 3. I think Hikro's going to go first because there's a lot of people around him. He's going to use his action to pick the ball back up.
Spirit guardians on him.
Yeah, he'll make a wisdom save for that.
And he's half speed regardless.
Yeah. Well, while he's in the...
Yeah.
He's at the very edge, so... Wisdom save... to 12. So...
That fails.
Go a little damage on that.
That is 17 radiant damage.
17 points of radiant damage. Okay. Ow. Okay. 17 points of radiant damage to him. He's got the ball. Has his movement, his action. Question comes down to... Oh, I need to... do that. He takes 10 feet of movement to move out of the radius there, which is going to leave him 60 feet of movement left. me see. 30, and then another 30 gets to the top. Yeah, he's gonna do that. So he uses 30 feet of movement to get to the base of the cliff, and then at half speed climbs his way to the top with the other 30 feet. But that is the end of his turn. Back to you guys.
Did he run close enough to Ursa or Alessa for opportunity attacks?
I can't hit him.
Yeah,
get a penalty
can't
if I hit him.
She's an attacker.
That's a one rule I
Neither
do
can
know.
Ursa. Yeah.
And I bonus action to get to dash and get back up there.
Yeah. So you have that will give you
He's-
60 feet of movement total.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, it'll take you 30 feet of movement to get to the top. And I think it's how far away are you right now? Like 10 feet away from the bottom. So 10 feet, 30 feet. So you have 20 feet of movement left once you get to the top.
Ooh, okay. So let's see. Okay, I guess I can get right there. And I don't think I'm within melee of him, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you can skirt out of melee.
So I could snipe him again.
Yeah.
Knock the
Okay.
ball off the cliff.
Yeah, okay. We will try to snipe him.
Okay.
Okay. First attack is a 17.
17 will 17 hold on, I gotta check his AC now again. 17 will miss.
Ooh, like completely? It won't even hit him?
Won't even hit him. No.
Ooh, okay. Second attack. 17.
Also completely misses him.
Wow, okay. I think that's all for me.
All right. Who goes next? Let me check this spell. Where's the range? Oh, okay. No, we're not gonna do that. Got so many spells to go through, guys. Just give me one moment. feet. Okay. Yeah, you can do that. Inkoa is going to go. He uses his action to cast a spell on Treffy. Treffy. Actually, no, you're an attacker right now. He's not worried about you. On Tuglas. Tuglas, I would like for you
Okay.
to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okie dokie. That's a 14.
That is a fail.
No.
You are now blinded.
Ooh.
And he is going to use his movement to just duck back over here. Does move within Treffy's range if you want to make an attack of opportunity. But that is the end of his turn.
So yeah, I think either have Alessa get up there to try and strip the ball, or have Ace move to block the open goal. Because their one striker just moved back across. They have to get Dahark up there if they want to be able to score.
Yeah.
Don't worry, fam. I got this. I'll go back and fly. And I will firebolt the bowl.
Okay. Make your attack roll.
Dirty 20.
That meets with the ball's AC, so that will hit the ball.
And I'm just gonna stand there and be like, "What you doing up here, friend?"
So it hits the ball and it kind of it drops to his feet and then just kind of rolls towards the edge. I think it's like just right on the edge there, but it is still up top.
Okay. Oh, Derek still has a turn. I ain't gonna do that. No. I was like, I could quicken a spell and shoot it off, but then I'm like, nah. Their attack is just gonna walk over and pick it up. So it's just not.
Okay. That will be Dahark's turn then. Let's see. He is going to has to take an extra 5 feet, so it moves there. Has 20 feet left. It's gonna move about right here. Yeah, so let's go right about here. He's gonna use his action to dash, which will put him real close to the top. And then he's going to action surge to dash again. And he's going to interpose himself between Hikro and the rest of you. And that will be the end of his turn.
Go get it, horse mom.
I'm about to snatch it. 10-foot running start to the base of the cliff. I would
Okay.
like to high jump, because you said that was my
Okay.
high jump. I could reach the top of the cliff and just swipe it.
Okay, so you're
it's
going to
on
make
the
an
edge.
attack, or you are going to try to rip the ball from.
It's on
or
the
Try to
ground.
grab the ball from the ground. That's right. I forgot it's on the ground. Yeah.
I
you,
ain't attacking shit.
No, I forgot that was on the ground. Yeah. You jump up, use your action to snatch the
Just
ball.
like Shaq. I take it.
And yeah, I guess if you don't want to grab the edge, then you could fall back down to the ground.
That's fine.
You'll take a little bit of damage.
It's okay. It's dispersed over 4 knees, so.
Yeah.
And you're levitating, so
Oh, wait, does that make a difference?
I don't think so.
I levitate off the
Unless, does
okay.
it say anything about levitate?
Let me look. Hold on. Just says you move normally while floating 4 inches above the ground. You can cross or stand above non-solid or unstable surfaces. I mean, it doesn't say.
visually it does make
You
it.
have a million health. You can take 1d6.
I just, you know what?
And you're raging, so you'll take half.
Let me have this.
I just picture whenever Alessa climbs, it's her just running up the wall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I hit the ground.
Okay.
Yes. And then
5
bounce
points
off
of
of it.
damage, reduced to 4 or 2. Sorry,
I was like, wait a minute, that's not half.
reduced to 2.
Oh wait, I have temporary hit points still.
Yeah, so reduce those first.
Mine.
That will end. Or Alessa, that's your action to jump, or is it just part of your movement?
I don't know what's a high jump.
I don't know. You guys are the ones looking at the rules for the high jump. I don't remember.
I just know how to calculate
I
it. I
think it's
don't.
part of movement.
Well, it's your action to grab the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
So,
I'm raging. Bonus action to dash
okay.
towards the line.
I'm debating whether
actually-
they get an attack of opportunity against you when you
I'm-
move out of their range.
Oh,
I mean, you
if
are
you-
moving in and out of their range.
if you're falling past someone, that's pretty much what it is. Okay, he can
chose to-
try to stab by hand.
Gravity
just-
is an involuntary movement.
Is it?
Well, if you could choose not to fall,
Wait,
I
hold on,
think you
50.
wouldn't. So involuntary.
She chose to jump, so she kind of chose to fall too.
I'm going this way.
If
fall
gravity
too.
wasn't there, she would have been up there.
Oh wait, just kidding. I ignore difficult terrain. I ain't gotta do that shit. I go this way.
All right, I won't.
Should I
take
wait to
the
cross?
attack of opportunity?
Because the rest of them can't come across right now, right?
Yeah,
'Cause we
you
have the
might
wall?
want to wait right now.
Okay, I'll dash right up to the line. Because I ignore difficult terrain and epic feet movement, so.
Hmm.
Okay. So
Fuck your
right to the
rocks.
line.
Oh man,
Stomp
there's
on 'em.
wizards on the other side.
Now, do we just want to destroy the two of them that are over here before we cross over?
Look, everyone's coming to Ace's way of thinking.
Although-
I'm not opposed to that idea, but I also can't see shit.
Yeah, right now we
Aw,
have our one defender
buddy.
is blind. I can't do anything to them, and I don't know how Ursa feels about that with her one javelin left.
Who?
Just
Who are we attacking?
we were
No,
debating
I think-
because Alessa's not crossing over yet. If we just wanted to wail on their
Oh.
two up here, but
I
Oh.
honestly think Ursa should cross over and try and hit Inkoa to end the blindness.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
not a bad idea, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if I can get there.
You have one javelin left.
Yeah, I could.
It's across.
I do. I have to get a little bit closer, but yeah, I could.
I have javelins. If you want
Right.
to just like take one off of me, you can have one of mine.
All right. Yeah, let me. Okay. Yeah, let me move closer. Oh. Just gonna move along here. And
You can't attack through the barrier.
You still got to
Yeah.
cross over.
yeah. Hang on. Oh, I should have measured this. Okay, let me go back. If I hold on.
Because it'll be 5 to
Isn't
go
there,
into the space
like-
and then 10 to get out of it.
Oh man. So I can, but it's gonna be a disadvantage. I can't get close enough to do it. And
Don't you have
regular.
ranged cantrips?
Oh,
Paladins
what do
get
I got?
cantrips.
Oh.
I think
No.
there was a UA to give paladins cantrips, but
Yeah.
I've never
There's
played a paladin
not.
before. You just actually
You don't
got
need
Oh wait,
cantrips, you got a
hang on.
sword.
I didn't mean to click that. I could do spiritual weapon. I didn't mean to
That
attack
was-
with it. Okay, hang on. Yeah, because range is 60 feet. Oh, I should do that. Okay.
Yeah. So you can use. It would take you 15 feet of movement to get like right here.
Yeah.
Perfect. 15 to 20, most
Yeah.
to get right there, and then yeah,
Cross through barrier.
and then
Cast spiritual
60
weapon.
feet. Yeah. Definitely.
Right in your face.
Okay.
Okay.
Spiritual weapon. Activate. Shape of sword. Go ahead and
Hiya.
make your attack.
Ooh. That is. How many to hit? So many. 27
That'll
to
hit.
hit. Okay.
Not even worth using a shield. Gonna roll damage.
Okay. Okay, let me actual roll damage this time by clicking. Why'd that do 2 of them? Okay, well. Oh, is
Yeah,
it
just hit
rolling?
the word.
Okay.
It's rolling
That's-
the attack, but just hit the
Okay,
hit the
that's
thing
what
for
it's
the damage.
doing. I was confused. I was like, 18 seems really high. Okay,
Yeah.
9
Killed
first.
it. All right, 9 points of force damage. It's a spiritual weapon. Slashes across Inkoa, who's going to make a Constitution saving throw for blindness. That's a 13, so he still has it.
Ah, well, I try.
Uh,
And I'm gonna stay here.
all right. That will end my turn, or Ursa's turn. All right. I guess. Yeah, I mean, you're on their side of the field. So I think Luigi moves up here. And let me check the range on this. 120 feet. You are close enough. Ursa, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw as she throws a meteor at you.
Oh, okay. Well, here goes. Oh, this is gonna hurt. 11.
That's a fail. So you take. That's not good. 5 points of fire damage.
Okay, well, that's not so bad.
They're minute meteors.
Maybe
With her action though, she is going to. Oh wait, I forgot about this. Oh no, okay, yeah, that doesn't do anything. Yeah, she is going to send a firebolt at you with her action. Unless... Oh no, this is funnier. She's gonna do something else instead. She is going to cast a spell on you. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Who?
Ursa.
Okay. All right, Constitution. I'm real good at those. At least I'm better than I am at Dexes. Okay. 22.
Okay, you succeed. She casts a spell on you, and you find yourself growing lighter, and you begin to sort of float off the ground, and then you kind of concentrate and you focus, and you find yourself like there's this like force around you. You just break through it. You drop to the ground a little bit. She attempted to cast levitate on you.
Oh, that would have been funny.
Yeah, that would have been funny.
Still
Just
have
Ursa.
the meteors after that.
No, because she didn't. Actually, yeah, because it was a concentration spell. I keep forgetting that. So yeah, she drops the meteors, but those were kind of not really doing anything anyway. Okay, that ends her turn. That way she can use something more fun on the next round. She's just going to use her movement to slide back a bit. I don't think she can make it fully. That she goes about right there. All right, back to you guys.
I think I'm just gonna use my full 30 feet to get over to Alessa and vault up onto her.
Okay.
And I'll say, Douglas, it's this way. It's gonna get rough in about 20 feet.
Follow the sound of Treffy's soothing voice.
Yeah. And then I don't know if this would work with the way we're doing initiatives and rounds, but just hold my action to Eldritch Blast once we cross over. Or would that then negate my action when it's actually my turn? Because I'm not using my action this time. If I hold it to Eldritch Blast, but I then still have my full turn when it comes around to me again?
Yeah, as long as you use the reaction before your next turn.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I will do that. Get onto...
You're not concentrating on any spells, right?
No.
Okay, yeah, you're good.
Yeah. So hold an Eldritch Blast to pew pew once we cross over.
All right. Ends your turn. I feel like I messed up the order at some point. You guys only have one person left to go?
Yeah, me.
Yeah.
Did Schaubert Grass already go?
I thought Schaub went.
Yeah, Shab went. I don't think Gross went.
Do.
Shab did something for
not.
Gross, but didn't work.
No, Luigi was gonna do something. Did I have Luigi take 2 turns?
You might have.
Oops.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think that's
Somebody
what
went.
Because
happened.
she couldn't do anything anyway. I'll say Schaub took her turn. Because she, yeah, I'll just say one of them. Schaub loses her turn. Because it doesn't really matter the order. Either way, one of them lost their opportunity to do something. So Grass will go. He is going to cast something. Yeah, he will. What kind of armor are you wearing, Ursa?
That's a good question. I think it's
I assume it's made of metal.
it's split armor.
Okay.
Oh, like, why did it do it twice? I don't know.
Nah, he won't do that. He is going to cast, as an action, he's going to cast Spirit Guardians on himself. Seeing people cross. And that will be... He's just going to move back with his movement to the pedestal. I'll put the aura up on him. And that'll end his turn. All right. Who's left? Tugless. He's the only one who hasn't gone yet.
Okay, so do we want me to try to fall back a little bit and try to help attack the two on our side, or move forward to Alessa and Treffy?
Aren't you
I would
still
say-
blinded?
Yeah, I'm still
Forward.
blind. I can't
And
do
climbing
much.
Blind is going
I
to be
think you should
difficult.
just hang out there.
Follow Treffy's voice.
Okay.
That
Then
could
you
get
could be in
dangerous.
like their radius, so if the fighter runs at them, he has to go through you.
Okay. All right. Yeah. At least I just kind of like. All right. Yeah. I think I'll go ahead and I will move up by Treffy and Alessa, and I'm just kind of the whole time, because like I had to read blind just to see what the effects were. I imagine it's like how I am without my glasses on, which is I can kind of see and make out stuff, but it's all very blurry shapes. Like they're thick.
Yeah. Well, I love the interpretation. You are fully blind right now. You
Yeah.
cannot see it. Complete darkness.
Okay.
You hear the sound of them. You can move
Mhm.
towards them, and until you hit something. So that works. But yeah, you can't make out any shapes or anything around you.
So do I make another con save at the end of my turn?
Let me double check. At the end of each of his turns, the target makes another saving throw. Yeah, so go to make another con save.
9.
Still fails, still blind. All right. That ends the round. So we're back at the top. Everyone's turns are back. Interesting conundrum here. Picro. It's a lot of movement. So he can get there with his normal movement. Yeah, disadvantage on attacks against Alessa. Alessa, you're holding the ball, right?
I am.
Okay. Oh, did I forget that Inkoa? I did forget that. I will remember that on the next turn. He is going to Picro, that is. He's going to make one last effort. He jumps off the top. He's going to take a little bit of damage. Takes 1 point of damage. And he will attempt to make an attack to get you to drop the ball, Alessa.
I'm in the saddle, so it's at disadvantage.
Yeah, I know. So he'll make a attack with first attack with short sword.
Okay.
Disadvantage. That's a 23.
Oh, that hits me.
First one was a natural 20, so at least he wasn't attacking you. So that will... Is that enough to hit the ball? I don't know what your
My AC is an
right?
18, so...
Okay. So he does hit the ball.
Wait, but I'm wearing a glove.
You are, so roll the D6.
2.
No.
So nothing happens.
Okay. He is going to So he hits the ball to your hands, drops to your feet. Has his bonus action. Can't make an unarmed attack with that. I think he does have to make another wisdom save because he is within Tuglas's spirit guardians, though.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it's a creature you can see. Can you throw up spirit guardians description again?
Yeah. No, don't cast it. Sorry, I'm trying to get it to just put up
That's fine.
the card.
I can pull it up if you need to.
Here, I got it. Oh no, that didn't do it.
It's alright, I got it up.
Okay.
You can see to be unaffected by it. Okay, so when you cast a spell, you determined it, so now the effect is there. So he'll still take the damage. So he'll make a wisdom save. That's a 3, so you're going to roll your damage on that.
Alrighty.
He will. He's going to stay where he's at and take a lot of hits to keep you to make you burn an action. I think he will.
That is 24 radiant.
Okay, 24 points of radiant damage. Yeah, he's going to stay right there. I don't think there's anything helpful he can do with his bonus action. Dash, disengage, hide. No. That's it. That's his turn. Back to you guys.
I could use my action with the stick of throwing to just pick it up, hand it to Alessa, and then we're good to go. But then I can't Eldritch Blast or score, so it'll be up to Alessa to actually do the scoring.
We could just kill Hicro. So then you don't have attack
Yeah.
opportunity done.
I mean, I could go stomp over there and hit him a couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do.
Maybe he'll drop it.
Really want
He
to.
does-
I
no
really
one
want to go
actually
ahead and
has
pick
the
it up
ball right
though.
You can pick it up and run, but there's attack of opportunity and potential knock the ball out of your hand again.
Oh no, I was just saying I really want to like go ahead and have Trevi pick it up, but I'm just looking at. There's no way that Dahart can get to us, I guess, unless he like tumbles off the cliff, which is a potential outcome.
He's already action surged, right?
Well, so
That was last round.
yeah, let's think of it this way. If I pick it up, we take an attack of opportunity. We're over on their side. They have 3 defenders in full readiness against basically Ursa and Alessa. And Alessa, you're probably going to want to try and save your action to score.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, like, you can go ahead and pick it up. Like, I don't have to like run immediately after that. We can stay on
Yeah.
this side and let other people do stuff. I just like the ball just like laying on the ground makes me incredibly nervous.
Yeah. If I use my action to pick it up, is it then a free action to just hand it to Alessa since she has the glove?
I would say not. No.
Really?
No, because you're within
gonna pay
melee
attention more.
of an attacking enemy.
Okay.
Yeah. Will I have anything I can do against Hikro that makes sense to do? I mean, I could try. Well, no, I can't because I'm a striker.
Yeah, he's on our side of the field, so we can't
Yeah.
hit him.
I'll just pick the ball up. Then, if Dark can manage to get there somehow, I don't think he can. Because if he's already used his action surge, when does he get his second one? Because he needs a short rest to get it back.
Does he have more than one?
Not at this level. He shouldn't.
Okay.
So he can't do that again.
Yeah. So So yeah, I think probably the best thing is just for me to pick it up so that you don't have to use your action to do that.
Okay.
Though.
And also, anytime anybody enters near us, they're gonna have to. There's a possibility they're gonna get like hit real hard with Spirit Guardian.
Mm-hmm.
The only issue is running away from Hikro unless you disengage to prevent the attack of opportunity, because you could just knock the ball out your hands again. Although last week with old Alessa, whenever she got the ball off someone and went to move, it's no.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm saying I don't want to move right away.
Yeah.
Because he's already taken his turn, so like, if we just stand there, he can't do anything about it. We just have the ball.
Yeah, I guess it's just which one of us does it make the most sense to pick up?
At close range, like, neither of you can attack.
Yeah.
It depends. Do you want to move this turn or next turn? Because if Alessa picks it up, she's got to move if you want to move this turn.
Yeah, I should probably pick it up so we at least have the option of moving if things change wildly.
Well, I guess so the question is, like, if we're... Like, once we're out of his range, if there's no one else around, is it then a free action to hand off the ball?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so...
Then you pick it up.
Yeah, I'll use...
Because
my
I can
action.
make it to the pedestal if I jump and pull myself up, because I can dash.
Yeah, so... I'll use my action with the stick of throwing to just scoop it up lacrosse style, and just
Okay.
kind of... I'll start cradling the ball up above, hopefully out of Hikro's reach.
Okay. All right. That will be the end of your turn.
Do I have anything I can do reasonably as a bonus action? I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
On the other side of the field, or on your right side of the field, I think Daherk is going to take their turn. Ace, are you on the ground? You're right by the pedestal. Okay.
Yeah, I needed to be
No.
there in case they scored
Every
somehow.
time I say your character's name, my phone, the AI program with a name that I can't say, keeps thinking I'm talking to it. All right. He is going to pivot. Right, so he's in within melee of the two of you.
I'm in danger.
He is gonna take a couple of attacks against the two of you, soften up the defense a little bit. So first attack is going to be against Ace. That's a 19.
That hits. I'll take the hit.
Okay,
Not gonna flinch. Just doing the.
that's 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, I regret taking that hit.
You do have the temp HP from me.
Yeah. Man, I'm down to 82. Oh, not 862. Sorry.
Second attack is going to be against Stranger. That's only a 16 to hit.
That is my AC because I realized I still have just light armor, just leather
Oh.
armor. So yeah, that hits.
That's 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
That's fine.
Dude, we have to get you a buckler.
I think we could afford to get her at least some studded leather armor, right, fam?
No, I've got $0.
That will end Daherk's turn. He's not like maliciously over here. He's enjoying the sport. Doesn't seem like the smartest guy. Is just trying to do his part. He's been sent over here for a very specific purpose, and he's having fun.
You just have fun.
I think he might even mutter a sorry between the hits.
Aw.
You will.
All right, that ends his turn though. All right, back to you guys.
I really want to hit Hikro. This guy's right next. I have a higher chance of avoiding being hit moving from his range out of us to Stranger. So so I'll proc the attack of opportunity if he decides to. I'm just gonna waddle. I'm not even gonna fly. I'm just gonna walk with purpose. Like, just ignore this guy. Just walk around him, stomping my little bird feet to the edge.
He'll make the attack against you, just because that's how you described it. And that's a 25 to hit
Yeah, that hits.
for 12 bludgeoning damage.
And then I'm gonna pull out my. No, I'm not. I'm just gonna hit him with, because I realize the wizards are on the other side and they can't counterspell me. I'm gonna attack this guy with a level 1 chromatic orb.
Okay.
Die, Hikro, in the nicest, friendliest way possible. When I say die, I mean just lay down.
Okay.
18.
18 hits.
This will be fire damage, of course,
Okay.
because elemental affinity, yo. That was past the level 1. So that is just 22 fire damage.
Does he use it? Take the damage. 22 points of fire damage. Yeah, he's gonna use his reaction
2.
to half the damage.
Rude. Okay.
Now he can't do a stab.
Yeah. So he uses reaction to uncanny dodge to avoid some of the damage there.
And I'll use my bonus action to second wind because I can.
Okay, hold up. 1d10 plus your fighter level.
+2. I forgot the R bit for roll. 6.
All right, you gain 6 hit points back. Okay, that ends your turn. There's not much Inkoa can do over here. I will go ahead and point out something about Inkoa because I totally forgot he had this item. He begins to shift a little bit. His form being a little looser. He's wearing a big black coat. It's got these like tendrils hanging off of it. Kind of looks like it belonged to some sort of big black jungle cat. All right, that's all he can. That's all he can do though. He's taking his turn to reactivate that, and he is going to. Well, he could cast something useful. Just can't affect anyone.
If it can't affect anyone, how useful is it?
Can affect his own team. Can't affect you guys. This would be real dumb. Okay. What's the range? 30 feet. Can he get there? Get 30. At the angle, that's not going to work either. Yeah, he's going to just move 30 feet away here. Wants to get away from that spiritual weapon. Actually, I think it's more than 30. He uses his action to dash. He's just going to move over this like corner over here. That's what he's going to do. All right. End of his turn. You guys know.
Do we want to let other people go before, have Alessa finish off, or just have Alessa go now? Might make more sense to have her go towards the end to make their defenders waste their turns.
I mean, I can
makes
start advancing forward, but I can't do anything really. Menacingly.
Pick up one of the javelins that fell down over there.
Just take a javelin off my back. I'm not using them right now.
That's
I have
true.
4.
But okay, but if they're like 15 feet up and like so many feet back, like can I even I still probably have to climb up there to
Yeah, they have the
They probably have
closer
cover.
you get to the closer you get to the cliff, the more cover they have.
It's 120 feet at disadvantage, but it's a disadvantage.
Well,
If you're throwing anything at disadvantage, may as well do in color. Because even with that cloak, it's going to be at disadvantage. And if you hit, we may get a person gain their sight back.
okay, that's a good idea. All right, well, how far can I? How far is he? And this can move like 20 feet, I think.
20 feet, yeah.
Yeah.
He's specifically moving away from that.
Well, it's coming closer. I'm gonna move it a little bit closer, and then I can get 20. Yeah, about like there. Okay. All right, I'm gonna try to throw another javelin
Okay.
at disadvantage. Oh, those are pretty close. Let's see. Where's my plus again with the javelin? I keep forgetting. That is a 16 to hit.
He's gonna use his reaction to cast a shield.
So sadly.
Yeah. So he burns the shield, which will put his AC up very high. So
Okay.
this is-
All right. So I got
But his
friends.
spell slots down.
Okay.
All right, that it?
Yeah.
Okay. Takes a turn first. Grass or Luigi? I'm gonna say Grass takes his turn first. He is going to. Sure. He's gonna take a page out of Ursa's book. He moves a little bit up this way, enough that he can get back. Well, no, he'll use his full movement, just move to the edge. And he is going to use his bonus action to cast a spiritual weapon right next to Ursa. Takes the form of a big old smith's hammer. It's going to make a hit against you.
Okay.
It's a natural 20.
Ouch. Okay.
For 13
Yeah.
points of force damage.
How many?
13.
13. Okay. Cool.
And then, yeah, rolled an 8 on one and then a 1 on the other. And then he is going to use his action to cast a cantrip. And he's gonna. It's also 60 feet, so he's gonna toll the dead on you. So I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. Are you through your temporary hit points? Into your normal hit points?
You got 10 temp HP from me at the start.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't
10.
realize. I never tracked those 10. So,
Okay.
yes.
Give yourself 10 hit points back. But I think you're still
Okay.
at, that would put you 8. That would still put you down
Yeah.
from your starting hit points.
Okay.
So go ahead and make a wisdom
Yeah.
saving throw.
Wisdom. That's natural 20 for a total of 31.
All right. You succeed.
No.
Pretty sure he doesn't have the thing. No. Okay. Yeah, you succeed. So no effect on you. Just the sound of a bell. That's it for his turn. Back to y'all. Tuglas and Alessa, I think, are the only two left.
And Stranger.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Stranger. Yeah.
No. Should I go while they're off the pedestal, or do we want to keep making them?
Ooh, if they're off the pedestal and you can get there with your movement, then just go and dunk it.
Are any of them on the pedestal right now?
Is Luigi within 50
Luigi's
feet?
close.
Because Grass was purposely
Yeah.
moved off of it.
Yeah, Luigi is close enough, I think.
That's still only a 15 AC against the pedestal, unless they have gloves or something. I say go for it. If you are we sure you have movement to
I
get
don't know.
there?
I need to do the math.
Yeah, that's the question.
So what is it to? How tall
What's
is the
your normal
cliff?
movement speed?
It's 50 feet. So I can make it to the cliff, basically.
Yeah.
And then the cliff is 15 feet up. Right?
Bonus action to dash.
Yeah. And then
With 100 feet of movement, yeah, you could make it up there.
I think I gotta go, guys. I go. With Treffy on my
Alright.
back, I take off running and
At
launch
some point in
myself.
that, I hand you the ball.
Yeah. Launch myself up to the top of the cliff. Do I have to roll to pull myself up?
Okay, you're not. Yeah, you don't have jump, so you lose movement speed when you hit the. I forgot. I thought you had the speed to be able to jump up to the top. Of
I
the
can
cliff.
jump. No, I can jump to the top of the cliff. You just said I would
But
have to
to
use
grab
athletics
up.
to pull myself
Okay.
up.
That's going to change because you're going to be at half movement speed once you lose half your movement speed once you pull
Just
yourself
jump,
up from
just-
prone. Because you're prone on the edge of the cliff.
What?
Yeah, unless you, because I was under the impression, I was thinking like you could fully clear it with your jump and just land at the top, but we said that
Okay, well,
you're
I
just
don't
doing a
know.
normal jump.
Well,
and
what is the
grasping.
math then? Because we did it a long
Wait.
time
So
ago.
you
You
have-
just said I could. You didn't tell me that that was a thing.
So if
Hold on.
if you
Yeah, I
have
did say it at
jump,
the beginning of
you
the
could.
game.
Well, you didn't say I was gonna be prone at the top though.
Okay, so
I did, but it probably got lost in the shuffle.
so
the-
with a running start, your high jump is 8 feet. If Stranger gives you the jump spell first, your high jump with a running start is 24 feet.
Yeah. With the jump speed, essentially the cliff does not exist to you. You can just jump over it.
So wait a
I
turn.
was
So yeah, we probably want
Okay,
a
so I
Stranger.
can't do it then.
Yeah.
I can get over to you this turn though, because I can dash with 60
Okay.
feet.
and
yeah,
cast jump
'cause-
on you.
just
And
to
then-
clarify, just because I want to make sure it's clear for the rest of the game. If you were to jump, it would take you 50 feet of movement here, and then the rest of your movement speed would be reduced by half, so you'd have 25 feet of movement left with your normal.
Okay. I don't understand why it's reduced by half. You didn't explain that part.
As you
Because
pull
when you
yourself
grasp
up,
Let
your-
let Sean explain it. Hold on. Everybody explaining
when
things
you-
to me is making
when you
it
pull
confusing.
yourself up, when you pull yourself up from prone, you lose half your movement speed.
Okay, so if I pull myself up, I'm gonna be prone at the top of the cliff.
Yeah.
And
well,
then
no,
okay.
when you grab onto the edge, you're considered prone.
Okay, that's
at that
counting me
moment.
as okay. That's why I was confused.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Sorry.
So
I'm getting like
So, yeah,
3 different
Stranger-
explanations was really confusing me.
Stranger's going first. Correct. Okay.
Yeah. I'll use my bonus action to dash over to Alessa. And do I get an opportunity attack, or did he attack Ace?
He attacked
He
Ace,
attacked
so
Ace.
he's
Perfect. Okay. I'm gonna like run past Ace. I'll take the falling damage. To
Okay.
get over there. I kind of pat
Alright.
Ace on the head as I go. And
You'll
then
get
I
his
will.
Stat.
What?
You'll get his stat.
I thought you said you stabbed me. Okay, I will cast jump on Alessa with my action.
okay.
And yeah.
All right. So casting jump on Alessa, you feel a little bit lighter than you were as you are already levitating. You do take the fall damage for that. I can do that. 5 points of damage jumping
Oh,
off
it's
the
all
cliff.
good.
I think the cliff's done more damage to you guys than anything else. All right, so that's the end of Stranger's turn. That will be do something I was gonna do. So Luigi's gonna go. She's gonna use her action to do what she was gonna do before, and you watch as Xiao. Her form begins to shift and change and grow. And she turns into a big old monkey. Not that big. I think it's
I was gonna say that's a
That would be
very
terrifying.
large gorilla.
size is huge though, so about that big. So I'm gonna take Shalb off the field. I'm gonna put this thing right over here. Luigi just is gonna run around the back of the pedestal, knowing that somebody's gonna want to hit her now that she's cast this spell. And that's going to end her turn.
Now I can go.
Now you can go.
Fucking monkey. How much does the monkey add to the AC? Does it keep going up as size goes up? Oh, Jesus.
I gotta pull up the defending thing. Custom rules, blocking, +2 for each size category greater, so 9.
Okay. And then 5 for Luigi.
And 5 for Luigi, so
That's
total of 14.
24.
Yeah.
I can hit that. We're
You
gonna
got
try.
this. I can hand you the stick of throwing as well for the +1.
Oh yeah. What up? I
All right.
go. And then jump
All right,
very high
so-
up a cliff.
With your new jump speed, you
I like the
just
idea of
clear it.
having a jump speed.
well, with your new jump distance, I guess is the appropriate word. I'm assuming you're gonna not run into the field that grasses put up, the spirit guardians.
No, I would like to not if I can.
Okay, so 60 feet of movement there. Are you going in for melee? Or are you throwing it?
What do I roll if I throw it? Is it the same? It's not the same.
It's the same. It's the same roll. It's just whether you get to keep the ball
Oh,
after.
I don't want to lose it though. Yeah, I'll go in for melee.
Okay. All right. Extract yourself from the cluster that is going on by the. I'm actually
there I am.
gonna move this to the map layer. Okay. All right. There you are. There's Treffy. There's the ball. All right. So AC of 24. Make your attack.
26.
Okay. So you come running in, leaping over the side in an impressive display of athletic talent and speed. There's your fast as your little horse legs can carry you.
They're not little.
You clear the hurdle of the cliff, landing on top, kind of skidding to a stop, and then you come charging in, bringing the ball up. As you do, the large gorilla hand comes sweeping down in your direction to try to block the shot. You lean to the side where you see Luigi is currently blocking, knowing that it's a little bit of a weaker spot, and then you slam the ball onto the pillar, just barely missing the block by the gorilla. And with that, the horn sounds, and the Griffins have scored. And that is where we are going to end our session here for today. So well done, everybody. It's a good turnaround from where the match got off to. We'll come back in a week from today to pick this up and see how the rest of the match goes. So anything for you guys before I call us out? No. So thank you everyone for watching. We will be back, as I said, next Saturday, which will be the 23rd at 3 o'clock Eastern time, same place. In the meantime, come watch all of our other shows. If you like this one, there's lots of stuff out there, good stuff out there from far better DMs than me. We have on tomorrow, the other me also running something, the better DM me running Pursuit of the Black Kestrel. We are currently wrapping up, like I said, 2 more sessions left of this, so if you want to catch the thrilling conclusion of the campaign, definitely come tune in. It's going to be at 4 o'clock Eastern time. On Tuesday, we'll have the next session of Eos, which is Barry's game, also 5th edition D&D, exploring a spooky house. Thursday, we will have Elegant Suffering, our Good Society campaign that Greek Sid is running. That's going to be at 8 o'clock Eastern time. It's the first ever session of it, so come on over and join. It's the best time to get on the ground floor. Then back here on Saturday. And Friday, definitely, I think we'll be hosting it here, but come over to Encounter Roleplay, where Savannah's going to be running masks. The name of the campaign is Heroes Next Door, Teen Superheroes. I'll be there. LB Hackmup will be there, as well as some other familiar faces if you watched any Encounter Roleplay shows, and some new people as well. It's going to be a lot of fun. Follow us on Twitter, here on Twitch, follow us on YouTube, join our Discord. All those links are below. All sorts of fun places you can keep up with us. Definitely join our Discord, though, if you're not there, because that is where we do the most talking and interacting. Thank you to my players for being here. Thank you, all you lovely people out there, for watching. I will see you next week. And until then, good game and good night, Internet.
Good night.
Internet.